on the Browns Report. Welcome in, everybody. Day 2 of NFL free agency in Cleveland. They finally just made a move. We got one, all right? We're going to talk about everything for the Brownies. I'm glad everybody's pulling up today. This is how I know we got some die-hard fans. So, where are we tuning in from? Shout out your city in the comments section. Where you're watching from, I'm going to give shout outs to everybody who is in this chat right now. I want to spam where you're watching from. Give a shout out to your hometown, home city, state, country, whatever you want. Let me know. Let's shout out. True Goodrich is pulling up from Akron, Ohio right now. Then we've got Carlos Walker in Springfield, Ohio. Patricia Smith, Cocoa, Florida. Bryce Knows Ball in Springfield. Michael is in Kingwood, West Virginia. Chris Williams, North Pole, Alaska. No way. Robert Colbert, a.k.a. Kathy, in Sacramento as always. Leland Smith in Lubbock, Texas. Louisville, Ohio. David in Long Island. We're all over the nation, everybody. Brownie in the Bay is in California. Naturally, that is awesome. Rowan in Ohio. Kendall, Ohio is in Hartville, Ohio. DeGhost in, how do I even say that, DeGhost? Cuyahoga Falls. You let me know, but that is awesome. Joe Haynes is in Joe Pueblo, Colorado. Okay, Colorado fan in the building. Maybe a fan of the Sanders family, perhaps. 100 Block is in Knoxville. Kemp is in Canton, Ohio. Dollar Bills is in Spain. Miami Mac in Los Angeles. Dave in Cape Coral, Florida. What is going on, Dave? Rowan in Columbus, Ohio. Isaac saying right away, they got to make a move at wide receiver. They really do. They really do. Romeo Doubs just went off the market, folks. Tyrone's in Orlando. Isaac in Medina. Billy Moss in Youngstown. John Barker, Amarillo, Texas. Pronounced Lubbock, LOL. I give you an E for effort, friend. Thank you, Leland Smith. All right. I'm new to all the Texas towns. Lubbock. Got it. I'll remember that for the rest of this stream, and then when next time you say it, I will forget it. But be here to remind me. All right. Jenna in Harbor Creek, PA. Richards, Rick, small town, Ohio. And Rose is in the building partying with us. Heck yeah. Keep shouting out your cities. Is your mic on, Parker, or are you? All right, good. No, I heard you in my ear, so I didn't know if you were accidentally on. But everybody keeps shouting it out. Oh, wow. Bear is in Ukraine. Okay, and look at Rose in Marion, Ohio, as always. Party time, first super chat of the day. I came on here to party, guys. I told the bosses I really wanted to go live for day 2 of free agency, so that's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. All right, we are going to start with the news that we got, Parker. But we could ask everybody to type one free agent you want Cleveland to sign. We finally got one, but our guy, Mr. Ortner, says, let's get into the cut. We're going to talk about Browns news already, folks. Oh, Rose is chilling with AFX. That's cool on the Chat Sports main channel. Tell AFX to pull up. So, all right, let's do this, folks. We know that we can do – did you build that social graphic from Schefter? All right, cool. So – yeah, we could do that. Let's see. What people want to happen? Brian Thomas. Okay. I would take that. I don't know if it's going to happen anymore, but I would be down to trade for BTJ. But finally, we got news today, folks, of re-signing for the Cleveland Browns. Let's also get that like count up, too. Let's get that like count up first before we get into the video, because we've got 172 people watching, only 16 likes. Tap the like button if you're here to rep the dog pound and you want Cleveland to make a big move, a good move this time. Smash that like button right now if you're watching and you're a Browns fan. Only 17 likes. Guys, I know we can do better than that. Let's get the like count up, and then we can get into the video. We can get the news. What is up, Marlon Tyler? We'll get into the first piece of news. Browns, see how this affects their O-line. That is the big question for next year. So let's see. Rose wants Juwan Jennings. Depending on the price, I'd consider it. 185 people watching. Let's get to 50 likes at least. We're at 41 likes. Smash the like button right now, and then we'll get into the cut. That Jets trade for Geno Smith was pretty wild today, huh? Look at this, about 200 people watching. 5 more likes. If we get 50 likes, we'll start the show and dive into the breaking Browns news. AFX in the building. Oh, we are going to party today, folks. What up, AFX? 3 more people hit the like button, and then we can start the show. 200 people watching. There we go. Smash that like button. What up, Ben Fry? Joey Boss. Appreciate you, my guy. AFX, we got Producer Parker today. Producer Parker is on the 1s and 2s. All right, so let's do that. Grabbing thumbnail. All right, we'll get into the cut pretty soon, all right? Are you ready? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Then let's do a weigh-in right after the first part. So, news. You can start like this is fine. We'll do a weigh-in. Shout out Dustin Jordan for showing the love. That's what I'm talking about. And then we'll just go with the flow. Cool? All right, cool. And then you can pull up some, other free agent targets, top remaining ones available. We'll look at the depth chart and the Browns O-line later in the video. So, don't go too fast because obviously, we'll want some time, but, also keep it moving and we'll communicate, stuff like that. Let's go. Should be a good time. All right, awesome. Yeah, good call. I'll just add the boys. All right, cool. Cool. We shall get ready, folks. Shout out everybody in the chat right now showing the love. We're breaking the news right here, right now on the Browns Report. So, let us do this, Mr. Parker. We'll get a good flow here, the news, get a weigh-in, either the, couple comment driver, and then, boom, we'll do it. Ready? All right, let me get my script. All right, cool. Here we go. Let's do this thing, man. Got some Browns breaking news, finally. So it's not the splash, it's not the major play, but this will affect Cleveland's offensive line next year, which we're going to look at in a deep dive here on today's video. Welcome to the Browns Report, everybody. I'm your host, Joey O'Donoghue, and as you could see by the graphic right below me, Tevin Jenkins has re-signed with the Cleveland Browns, waiting on the full contract details, but he was one of our free agent guards, and there was a big question mark, is Cleveland going to go out bring in external guys? Are they going to re-sign some of the current ones? Tevin Jenkins seems like one that is in their future plans. So Adam Schefter officially gave us the update saying the Browns re-signed free agent guard Tevin Jenkins. Listen, played in all 17 games of last season, started 4 at right guard. It shows you Cleveland does value Tevin Jenkins. And look, when he played in Chicago, there were bright spots in his game. There were bright spots in his game last year. It wasn't perfect, but I do think he's a good, younger guard. And it seems like Cleveland senses something in Tevin Jenkins, that he is someone they can develop, someone that can improve. And when you go back, you look at the grades from last year, some of the numbers, it's better than I thought. I just remember watching the Browns offensive line, and maybe I grouped the whole unit together, and I said, man, everyone on the unit sucks. But Tevin Jenkins actually had pretty good PFF grades, okay? 77.7 overall. Run blocking very strong at 79.1, 60.8 pass block, and didn't allow a single sack. And then, like I said, you can look at his career stats that are on your screen right now, too. 3 years in Chicago before us. He was always decent, just had trouble staying healthy. I think that was a similar theme this last year as well. Trouble staying healthy for Tevin Jenkins, but he did play in all of our games and actually ranked, according to PFF's overall grade, 8th among guards, literally top 8. I mean, I don't know if I just lost my mind, but I just remember watching a lot of bad offensive line play for the Browns. Apparently, Tevin Jenkins, according to the PFF stats, which aren't the end-all, be-all, apparently wasn't actually too bad. So, to get him back in Cleveland, it makes sense to me why he would be a part of the Cleveland Browns' plans. I do think that Andrew Berry, if you guys remember in his press conference, said they want to model what the Bears did. Speaking of former Chicago Bear Tevin Jenkins, they want to model what the Bears did, which was sign vets, re-sign guys and develop them internally, bring in external candidates in free agency, draft rookie offensive linemen, trade, they've done it all, okay? Already they have traded for Titus Howard from the Houston Texans already. They have signed Zion Johnson in free agency, and now here they are re-signing Tevin Jenkins here to be a part of this Browns offensive line. And you can see they paid these two guys that they went out and got, okay? A lot of people said, wow, Titus Howard's getting a fat deal. Zion Johnson's getting overpaid. Pure face value, it does appear that way, right? But when you have younger offensive linemen in the market, they're naturally going to get overpaid. This is a theme we have seen. This is a theme we see with the Browns a lot too. They have a lot of trouble, I would say, getting guys to come to Cleveland. And so money talks. Haslam's not afraid to reach into the checkbook. As much as we talk bad about Jimmy Haslam, I'll give him this. He's rich, and he at least is trying, okay? The trade for Deshaun Watson, in hindsight, is the worst deal in history. But it shows I think in Jimmy's mind, it was the move that would have made us a Super Bowl contender. Of course, turned out to be the worst deal ever. But this is what the Browns do, and they are addressing their biggest need here by getting external linemen and re-signing Tevin Jenkins. Now, big question here is Joel Bitonio, though. No word yet on if he is retiring, if he is re-signing with the Browns. I think, if anything, it's a one-year deal. Bitonio will come on back to Cleveland. I don't expect him to leave and go somewhere else for a year. He's got everything set up in Cleveland. He wants to retire a Brown. He's one of our greats in years past. Obviously, some aggression lately, but he still was one of our better guards last year, too. In fact, tackle play was the biggest issue for the Browns last year. Not even necessarily guards, but you're not getting Wyatt Teller back. And I think Tevin Jenkins and Zion Johnson are in the Browns' plans here. So we'll see if Bitonio factors into that as well. But as for Tevin Jenkins, that is the news of the day. He is a Cleveland Brown once again. And so I do want to get your opinion on this. Grade the re-signing of Tevin Jenkins. A, B, C, D, or F, you know the grading scale. Basically, just tell me if you like this move by giving me a letter grade, bringing back Tevin Jenkins. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad idea. The O-line is certainly the focus this year for the Browns off season. If we can just get it to a decent level of play, I do believe in my heart of hearts that this team can be good. Now, our division is going to be very tough next year, so it is difficult to contend in that division, but we're taking steps in the right direction, and it's the offseason. I try to stay optimistic until I can't be anymore. We're going to look at the Browns' offensive line in full here for the back half of the video, but and also target some other free agents for the rest of the day. But before we do that, let's tell you about our awesome sponsor of today's show, and that is our best friends, good friends over at Prize Picks. Shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That is right. Prize Picks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting. So don't miss this chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. I got the app, and look, I've been playing it ever since. It is a lot of fun. When I make basketball lineups, I pick them more on Luka. It helps me out a lot. Points-wise, and make sure to check if Prize Picks is available in your state. Probably is. They're available in 50 states. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Pick from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, hockey, UFC, soccer, college basketball, tennis, golf, esports, and more. Join millions of users. Sign up for America's #1 sports picks app. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. All right, so is this the offensive line that the Browns want to go with? Is this the plan then? To bring back DeJuan Jones, after he gets fully healthy and he'll play that left tackle spot. I don't see Cleveland sticking with DeJuan Jones. I do see them drafting another lineman or something of that nature. But at the moment, they tell us DeJuan Jones will be good to go. Then you've got Zion Johnson, who you just signed for a fat deal. He likes to play left guard. That's what he's been doing the past few seasons. But believe it or not, he was a first-round pick and actually played right guard his first year in the league. And so he could slot in at that left guard spot. You could go back to that O-line depth chart there, Mr. Parker. We could talk about these rotations for Cleveland because this is the biggest thing for their offseason right now. How do you get this going? How do you get this to work? Luke Whippler, the center right now, Andrew Berry tells us he'll be good to go. Seems like the Browns want to develop the young Whippler, but personally, I would get another center. If Linderbaum wasn't a record breaker, that would be cool, but you just couldn't compete with that bidding war, and so Whippler at the moment is that starting center. Tevin Jenkins now re-signed. Is he the starting guard going forward for Cleveland? We mentioned how he started a few games already. Could he keep doing that in 2026? And then Titus Howard, you traded and extended with the Houston Texans. He, according to Jeremy Fowler of ESPN, is going to play tackle for the Browns, and he was a right tackle in Houston. So at the moment, this is what your O-line looks like, folks. Is it perfect? No. Is it better than last year? Anything is. So Cam Robinson's not in the starting lineup. It's already better for me. And so that's what you've got here going forward. But do hit that subscribe button. It is totally free. And like I said, if you are a diehard Browns fan and this is the channel for you. We are talking about every move, folks. We're talking about Tevin Jenkins. This is how we know we got. If you're just a football fanatic, a real diehard fan of the Cleveland Browns like myself, this is your channel. Hit the subscribe button. It is free. Every time the Browns make a move, we will make a video. I am not kidding, ladies and gentlemen. And so, one move today is a re-signing. The day's not over. Free agency's not over. It's going to continue into tomorrow. Who are the top names available now for Cleveland? Because you did miss out on Romeo Doubs, which I think is fine. I didn't want to overpay Romeo Doubs. He's kind of like a mid wide receiver 2. You know, he's not a wide receiver 1 in every offense. I'm fine not signing Romeo Doubs. But some of the top guys available in free agency here. Quinshon Judkins could be a name to look out for perhaps for Cleveland that needs a wide receiver. But I could see him getting an overpay deal as well. Joel Bitonio, like I mentioned, is someone to look out for Cleveland if they re-sign him. Chigo Okonkwo there at 13, tight end. Someone Cleveland needs. They love running those 2 tight end sets. Couple quarterbacks that I don't think Cleveland's going to bring in. Rodgers and Kirk, even though people say we will bring in an external quarterback. I don't see it being Rodgers, but maybe they get another veteran. Do look out for Chris Paul, the Commanders' offensive guard, who actually had really good pass blocking stats last year. I could definitely see Cleveland pivoting to bring in Chris Paul, who is probably going to be one of the better guards on the market left, but this does hinge upon Bitonio. And now that you've re-signed Tevin Jenkins, I bet Jenkins will be in the mix to be the starting guard here, but they're not going to leave it at that. This will all depend on if Joel is giving us another year or not, but Tevin Jenkins, the Browns do believe in. They played in all 17 games for us. He'll be a valuable piece of that offense going forward at 28 years old, 6'6", 321 pounds. So that is how the Browns offensive line shapes up so far, folks. I'm going to keep you updated for the rest of the day of Browns free agent signings. So make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned to the Browns Report. I've got you covered with every single thing Cleveland, folks. Do not miss out when the Browns make any moves. I'm here for you guys. So hit that subscribe button. It is free. And I will catch you guys on the next edition of the Browns Report. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Good stuff. Good stuff, everybody. Good stuff. Ended full screen. Sub L3. Boom. There you go, folks. Tevin Jenkins is a Cleveland Brown once again. So we talk about this Browns offensive line. What do you guys think so far about the moves that they have made on offense, on the offensive line specifically? Let me know in this comment section. And now we're here to party for the rest of the day. We're going to talk about all things Cleveland Browns, and we're going to have fun doing it. I told the bosses that I just really wanted to go live today to hang out with you guys. So if you want to party with us, here's our super chat menu. Any super chat at all of any amount will get a shout out and put on the screen. Shout out to Rose. We're going to put those on the screen pretty soon. A super chat, $5 plus. Oh, Parker, my menu. Yeah. Super chat. Yeah. All good, my guy. All good, my guy. You did that a couple times in the cut too. Just we'll work together. Listen to my cadence while I'm talking, and then decide when to push stuff. We're gonna bring back the push-ups, guys. Okay, I'm not really feeling like working out, but $20 super chat. I will drop down and give you 20 to try and get big here once again. All right, I've been slacking, so $20 super chat. Drop down and give you guys 20. $50 super chat. All my push-ups go to waste because we're down in a full beer bong for a 50 that comes in. All right. I want to treat this stream like it's a watch party. This is free agency. This is one of the craziest weeks in the NFL offseason. Like, moves come out left and right. I really want to have a lot of fun today with all the Browns fans. So, appreciate you guys for being here. If you want to participate and hang out and party and send supers, that's awesome. But just you guys being here in the chat, liking the video, commenting in the video, that makes me happy that we have this community as well. Let me just send my friend Will this. You could run through the supers, Mr. Parker, as well. With us. Here's Rose with the $2 super chat. Party time, day 2. See, I knew Rose would be down to party for some free agency moves. Let's go from Marion, Ohio. That is awesome to see you, Rose. Let me just tell my friend Will, who is a Chat Sports employee as well, what I think. Do sneaky good move title, please. Trust you with one. All right, cool. I will write that in right now. Breaking Cleveland. All right, bang. Sorry about that, guys. Work stuff. They're always working me. Here we go. Rose, now let's have some fun. AFX sending a $2 super chat. What is up, AFX? He says, Joey O, bang. What is going on, my friend? Love to see AFX every time I go live, man. A real one of the channel for sure. I got a jersey coming for you, AFX. Don't you worry. $5 super chat from Dustin Jordan. This is a Dog Pound member. Go Browns. Showing the love, man. Shout out to Dustin Jordan, man. But I got much love for you too, my guy, for sending a $5 super chat and just being in here with us to hang out, man. Shout out all the real ones at the Dog Pound. Rose coming in again with a $2 super chat. Please snag Jennings. I'd like him. Juwan Jennings, I imagine you are referring to. I like Juwan Jennings' game. I think he's boom-busting the Niners offense. But has a lot of high upside, 28 years old right now. Yeah, all right, cool. There we go, Rose. Please snag Jennings. Yeah, I'm worried it's going to be an overpay, though. I think it'd be a great piece to the wide receiver room. I'm worried Cleveland won't do it for the overpay, but he does feel like a Brown, honestly. So I'll keep you updated if the Browns do that. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Did you have another one you're about to go to, Mr. Parker? I see we just got a $5 super chat from Weird Vet 81. Shout out Rose. Shout out Weird Vet. Shout out everybody in here, man. Jeremy with the $5 super chat. Dog Pound, baby. We need BTJ and a stud LT. That's what I'm talking about. Now, that's what I'm talking about, Jeremy. Okay? Get BTJ in that wide receiver room on his rookie deal still. Oh! Michael! We're drinking already. We're drinking already. Michael's here to party, folks. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, my goodness. We will get that on the screen. But, Jeremy, I agree, man. We need a stud LT. Tackles, So important nowadays. That's why they get drafted higher than you think. That's why they get paid more than you think. That's why I'm out on DeJuan Jones next year, and I really want Taylor Decker to land with the Cleveland Browns. Maybe Rasheed Walker, but he's going to get a big payday. Hasn't yet. That is something we're watching here today, folks. Where does Rasheed Walker land? That's why we're live here for you guys. Yeah, I would love Taylor Decker in Cleveland on like a 2-year stopgap for him while we draft a LT to come on up. Could be the plan for the Brownies. But let's go to Michael Warnecki. Bang! With the 50. Here is to a great off-season, my friend Michael. Doing a beer bong. Mr. Parker, would you be so kind as to grab a beer bong for me to down here live on the channel? Would you be so kind? They should be in B, right? If not, they would be in the main kitchen. The main kitchen. Just do what you did yesterday. All right, cool. Wow. But yeah, Happy Dads should be fine. We'll just start downing it. Guys, Michael, that you are a real one legend, my friend. Wow. First $50 bang of the day. That means I got a drink. I knew we were going to have fun on today's stream, guys. This is why I told the bosses, like, I really want to go live and be there for the Browns fans today. And they were like, I don't know. Does anybody really care about the Browns? I was like, I've got a whole community of people that love this team as much as I do. And I got to go show up and show out for them. And this is why. We got people like Michael. We got people like Rose in the chat. Kathy, who's always here. The Dog Pound faithful shows up and shows out. That's a boot, Parker. That is not a bong. We need 350s if I'm doing that whole thing. Look at what Parker brought out, everybody. A beer bong is one beer. This man fills up an entire boot equivalent to 3 beers, okay? My guy is trying to kill me 10 minutes into the live. Are we out of the beer bongs? Okay. I will do, unless Rose sends 100 right now, because I would need 350s to do the full beer boot. I'll drink 1/3 of the boot, okay? My God, man, we got our new producer, Mr. Parker here. Unreal. It's true. People have been drinking up a storm here at the Chat Sports studio. Oh, my God. I almost got off the hook. I almost got away with it. Oh, my goodness. AFX is the GOAT. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I thought I was off the hook. This is what I'm talking about, baby. We got real ones in the chat, baby. We got real ones in the chat, baby. Yeah, that's right, man. Oh, that's all good, Rose. That is all good. Oh, AFX is here. Oh, my goodness. All right. I got to get to chugging. Oh, boy. I'm not great at chugging. I'm good at eating a bunch of food, but chugging all at once, that is tough, brother. All right, let's do this. We'll celebrate for AFX and Michael, who are here to party, man. This is awesome. Eric was like, got him. James is like, I love it. Everybody loves it, dude. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves you, AFX. Look at the chat right now. Spam AFX. Spam Michael. Those are our dogs, man. What a legend, bro. Here it is, the $100 super chat from Mr. AFX. Bang! Bang! Do a boot. Your wish is my command. Producer Parker, come on in. Come on over here. Hop on the screen. You can put yourself on the screen. You can get a chug chant going, all right? Why don't you count me down and talk to the people while I'm mid-drink, all right? All right, here's Producer Parker, everybody, who brought me the boot in the first place.
I'm here.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Give me a 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Chug!
All right, here we go. All right.
Chug, 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 chug. Let's go, Jeudy! He's going, people. He's going. This is a champion right here.
Oh, I need air. Oh, my God. How do people do this? We're still going.
Jeudy is going to be drunk on the job, people. There we go. Almost done. Bang!
Oh, my God. Woo!
There it is. Sorry, guys.
Christ, look how big this thing is. Oh, my God. Boot down, baby. Let's go, Brownies.
Let's go.
I told you the Browns got the best fans in the league. Wow. Shout out to AFX and Michael, man. All right. Well, we are partying hard.
Shout out to Rose as well.
Shout out to Rose. $5 super chat just coming in. Listen, we are going to be live today, folks, for day 2 of free agency to have fun, hang out, give you the news, and as you can tell, party hard. Rose with the $5 super chat. I just bought a new gun a week ago, so I'm hurting for cash at the moment. That is all good, Rose. We appreciate you for sending super chats and just being in the stream. You know, obviously the super chats are super helpful. Like, they make us be able to do giveaways. You know, they make us able to improve the show, hire new guys. Like, all this stuff goes to the company, and so that is obviously so appreciated, but we understand not everybody can super chat, and that's okay. Being in the stream, liking the video, commenting, and just being here, we appreciate. And so thank you for saying that, Rose. And massive shout-out to AFX. Massive shout-out to Michael for kicking off day 2's party. Like I said, I want this to feel like a watch party, and that was electric. So shout out to you guys. All right, let's talk Browns free agency and then keep the party going. Also, Mr. Parker, we will have to remind the people of the St. Patty's merch before that runs out. Before that ends. But what have you guys thought so far of free agency? What have you thought of the Cleveland Browns moves to this point? You know, obviously they have. Let me see real quick. Make sure this video got out. Looks like it did. Let's see. Yeah, looks like that is up. Cool. Shout out to my guy, Will. Alrighty. Let me know. Brought in a couple offensive linemen. Yeah, Rose is talking about his new gun over there in the chat. Actually, it'll be the St. Patrick's one, Mr. Parker. Yeah. All right, cool. So, guys, before we continue on with our live free agency, quick reminder, this is your last chance to get your St. Patrick's Drinking Team merch before St. Patrick's Day, okay? We've got a new express shipping option if you want to join the Cleveland Drinking Team. Honestly, pretty sick-looking design. I mean, this is a cool color. You can't find this most places. So go to chatsports.com/brownsgreen to join the Cleveland Drinking. I'm clearly a part of it. If you want to join me and party hard on St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to drop that link in the chat for you guys so we can party hard, party together. Chatsports.com/brownsgreen, okay? Going to be a lot of fun on this St. Patrick's Day to rep the dog pound and party hard, just like we do on the lives here if you guys want to join that. And then if you want to go all in, Okay, if you are someone that is a real party animal, and you want to pair this with our new Chat Sports Beers hats, you can do chatsports.com/beers. Get yourself one of these, any color. Got the green on green if you like it, or a little black, a little navy blue. This is new at Chat Sports. Go to chatsports.com/beers. This is the merch. Last chance to get this by the weekend, folks, okay? And if you want to get it by the weekend, choose the express shipping option at checkout, all right? Do we have that photo still in there, Parker? Because we're going to discount it if you buy the St. Patrick's Day merch, okay? So make sure in the drop-down you go to Express. Boom, that is discounted, $5. Chatsports.com/BrownsGreen. Don't miss out. Jackson Green, what up, my guy? Says, yo, Joey, I've been waiting for you to go live. I'm live, my guy. I told the people, Kathy said, I can't drink in recovery. I told the people that at Chat Sports, I told the bosses, like, I really want to go live today. You know, yesterday I was live for most of the day, and I was like, guys, I really want to go. And they were like, I don't know if the Browns, they didn't know if the Browns was as important as the other teams. And I was like, guys, it's my team you're talking about here. I want to show up for the Browns fans. Like, I have to get on here. I want to be live all day as if I can. And they finally said, okay, it's 3 p.m., whatever. Seems like you're in a good spot if you want to. And I was like, let's do it. Let's go. I got to get my people some content. I got to get out there and hang out with the dog pound and talk about what we're all thinking today, give you guys all the news of the day. So we did it. We're here, and that's why we're partying hard. Any super chat of any number gets you a shout-out put on screen. $5 super chat gets you the dog pound bark. $20 super chat will drop down and give you 20. Probably not a good idea right now, but you could do it. And then a $50 super chat, I'll keep drinking. All right, we got beer bongs in the studio. And then as you saw, if we get 3 50s in a row, all right, I'll do the giant beer bong. I might need to enlist some help, but I have already claimed that I would do another one if we got 150 more total, because those things are crazy. But I want to go crazy. All right, so shout out to all of you guys. Shout out Robert Colbert. 20-plus years I've stayed sober. That is incredible. I highly recommend that, too. Shout out to Robert Colbert. Jackson Green, how do you feel about the QW signing, and who do you want more, Rasheed Walker or Elgton Jenkins? Good question. I think the Quincy Williams signing is good. I mean, it's not just former All-Pro, but I think that he can be somewhat reminiscent of that form under Mike Rutenberg. Rutenberg was Quincy Williams' linebacker coach in New York when he had his All-Pro season. Great relationship between the two. He brings the most out of those types of players. Super speedy linebacker. And I think it's a W signing for Cleveland. Immediate replacement for Devin Bush. So liked it a lot. Deal's worth up to $17 million for 2 years. Not bad pricing at all. So shout out to Jackson Green over there with the question.
What's going on, Browns Nation?
What up, Parker? What is going on? Miami Mac. Highly recommend. LOL Chugs boot. Yeah. I just send a bad example here, Miami Mac. But I do very much advise everybody stays sober, okay? Okay, not me, but everybody. Braden with the $10 super chat. What up, my guy? Braden Klosterman, baby. A real one from the watch parties, too. See, I knew my real ones would show up today for the Browns free agency party, day 2, folks. Hoping we can make a move again here today. Already re-signed Tevin Jenkins, so I think that's a sneaky good move for Cleveland. Waiting for Braden's to load, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll get Braden on the screen. We'll shout out all the supers that come in. And then what we'll do, Parker, is let's go through all our free agency recap graphics, okay? So talk about all the Browns moves today and then just the latest ones around the league, okay? How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Sounds great to me. Braden with the $10 super chat. I'll give you a dog pound bark. Dog pound, represent. Little donation for my dog, Joey. Man, you're my dog, Braden. Shout out to you, man. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I love about doing this. You can really, I feel like, get a connection between the people that tune in regularly, like Robert Colbert, a.k.a. Caffey, like Braden, like Rose. I see Miami Mac a lot. I see Jackson Green here the past few weeks, stuff like that. Todd Parsley, there he is. I see his comments a lot on the videos, like all the real ones that are here, man. That's what it's all about. Michael, of course. AFX, of course.
What's up, Jackson?
It's awesome stuff. So
Browns community definitely strong today.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. It is party time. I really wanted to be able to do this today. So I'm going to try to do it again. That's the thing. We got to party hard so that the bosses see Browns is a channel that can go live every day. All right? We're going to keep partying, and we're going to do it as long as we can. So let's talk free agency. What has Cleveland done so far? Here are the moves through day one and the middle of day two here as we speak, 4:45 p.m. Eastern time right now on the clock. What has Cleveland done? Well, went out, traded for Titus Howard, offensive tackle. He's played guard for the Texans last year, but Cleveland reportedly wants him to be a tackle. So I expect him to be right tackle at the moment, replace Jack Conklin, who was hurt a lot last year, and quite frankly, not good. Zion Johnson, 3 years, $49.5 million deal in Cleveland. $32 million of that is guaranteed. Is that an overpay? I will say it is definitely above the market value for Zion Johnson. Definitely expensive for a guard that was okay last year. Just okay on film. You can look at some of the PFF grades. Seems like people are very split on if he was good or not. Even the Chargers fans, I asked a few. Some of them told me, oh, he sucked. Some of them told me he was our best offensive lineman. We should have kept him. So just like we're split on all our players, so are the Chargers on Zion Johnson. And I think Cleveland just bought him because he's a young guard at the age of 26, was a first-round pick before, and it's just better than what we had last year. He's just okay, which is better than bad. Next. This came in late yesterday, and I was happy about it. Quincy Williams, the former All-Pro linebacker, 2 years, deals worth up to $17 million. I think that is very smart. You lose Devin Bush. Get a replacement for him right away for cheaper price than Devin Bush was. And I do wish we could have kept Devin Bush. I think $10 million a year, not bad at all for Devin Bush. The Bears got a steal. They really did, those Chicago fans. But Quincy Williams, an immediate replacement, a very speedy linebacker, loves Mike Rutenberg. I expect the most to be brought out of Quincy Williams this season. And now, as we just reported, Tevin Jenkins officially re-signing with the Cleveland Browns. And I think this is sneakily a good move here for the Brownies. Not necessarily your starting guard automatically, although he did start multiple games for you guys last year, and he will certainly be in the lineup. He's a 28 years old, not necessarily old at all, and was solid in terms of his PFF grades last year. He was pretty solid in Chicago too, just couldn't stay healthy for the Bears, but he played in all 17 games for us. So that's some good stuff right there. Actually started to take Wyatt Teller's job. That's why Wyatt Teller got upset and left Cleveland, because Stefanski kept pulling him off the field for Jenkins. And so Jenkins seems like someone who's actually on the come-up for the Browns. Who did we lose, though? We lost Devin Bush, which is a tough one. I was hurt about that. Lost Cameron Thomas. Okay. Goes to join Kevin Stefanski on a very cheap deal in Atlanta. Devin Bush, the big loss here for the Cleveland Browns, okay? So that's what you've seen so far. What do we think about everything the Browns have done in free agency? Now I'll read your letter grades out loud. A, B, C, D, or F. What do we think, Brownies? Give me a letter grade. Be the professor. Grade all the Browns' moves so far. Robert Colbert, Devin Bush hurts. I agree. Former Bills defensive back Cam Lewis to the Chicago Bears. The Panthers re-signed David Moore. They got another wide receiver in there. Another offensive lineman goes off the board too. Darian Kinnard signs with the Packers on a one-year deal. The Steelers, our rivals, just signed punter Cameron Johnson. Telling you guys, the moves keep flowing in. I say we look at moves across the whole league, Parker. Let's do, if you could find those graphics, I don't know if you know what they're called. Should just be like, Yeah, whatever they were using on Maine the other day, should just be free agency something. Tracker or something. You can message someone if you can't find. Yeah, like from today. Oh, this one that just popped up here, by the way. Why couldn't we buy low on Michael Pittman? I didn't know he was that available. Mike Devin says, Joey needs a beer bong. Do I need one, Mike? Next $50 super chat, I'm doing a beer bong. Okay? Ball's in your court, Mike. Let's see the grades. Kathy giving it a C. I like that Steve Sturv's bringing this up. It's kind of hard to pass on Caleb Downs right now. I don't know if they're going to go tackle that high anymore. Maybe. We'll see. Monroe Freeling's still in the mix for Cleveland. A lot of C's in the chat, okay? Rose has got a C. One Ohio dog has a C. No, so there should just be a general, like, every team in the NFL, I think, not team-specific. Message Jack what it's called if you can't find it after a little bit. Is that it? That looked like it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, perfect. That's good stuff right there. So we can start with the, I'm guessing Jenkins at the top is the, yeah, you just go from most recent and you scroll through, you know? So wherever you just were when you first pulled that up was great. Where it said Tevin Jenkins first. Awesome. Todd Parsley said, shout out to Joey O. Thanks, man. Hey, Joey, what would you do if both Caleb Downs and Cardinal Tate are available? Oh, pick 6. That is a good question, dude. What's up, Lando? Man, both Ohio State products. I love Downs a lot. But for our purposes, we'd have to take Tate. We'd have to go Tate. We need wide receiver 1. And it's way more important than safety. I just like Downs a lot. I think he might be the best football player in the class. He's gonna be good. He's the best tackling safety in college football. He's not gonna miss, is my point. There's the worst case scenario for Caleb Downs is he's a quality starter. Best case scenario is he becomes one of the best safeties ever. But we would definitely take Tate because we need receiver more. All right, let's go through some moves across the league, you guys. And the Browns make the most recent one of them all. Tevin Jenkins, baby. Oh, the Cardinals made another move? Is that true? Matt Pryor, veteran offensive lineman. They need O-line for sure. Here we go. This is all up to date now. Let's think about some moves around the league. All right, how does this all affect Cleveland? Well, the Steelers get a punter, Cameron Johnston. Hopefully they need to use him a lot next year. A couple offensive linemen just went off the board, by the way. Couple tackles who I know Cleveland is researching. These seem like one-year cheap deals, okay, so nothing too worrisome for the Brownies yet. Same with David Moore. He's 31 years old, goes back to the Panthers. What is up, Joshua Miller? What's going on, my friend? Let's talk about some big deals that came down just recently, folks. Would you believe that Geno Smith didn't make it to free agency? So a lot of people said the Browns would probably be interested in Geno Smith because he would be so cheap, $1.3 million deal. That would be the veteran QB they bring in. We don't even get to that point. We don't even have to have that conversation. He was a turnover machine last year, and the Jets said, we're going to trade for our guy and get Geno back. And they did exactly that. Romeo Doubs is off the market, folks. Lando, I like that too. I'm very intrigued by trading down to draft Lemon. Or honestly, Tate could fall to 8 to 12. I don't know. We'll see. 4-year, $68 million deal, okay, for Doubs. So I'm okay that we didn't get him. Parker, quick math. What's 68 divided by 4? 17. 17 mil a year for Doubs. Not worth it for Cleveland. Like Andrew Barry said, we've got to be targeted and specific. We can make like 1 or 2 splashes. If Doubs was a bona fide wide receiver 1, sure. I liked his game a lot. I would have taken him. I think they would rather go rookie deal wide receiver 1. Isaiah Simmons back to the Panthers. Malcolm Rodriguez is a Lion. And then free agency just continues all day long. Some minor deals to start off the day too. Khalif Raymond, another wide receiver, went off the board to the Chicago Bears. 1 year, $5.1 million. Isaiah Pacheco, running back, ends up leaving Kansas City to sign with Detroit. Full details TBA there. Dolphins kicker Jason Sanders is on the board all of a sudden because they're going with Zane Gonzalez, who we all know in Cleveland very well. Giants re-signed Micah McFadden to a 1-year deal. How about our old friend Greg Newsome, everybody? He's a New York Giant now. So once again, I think the Browns win that trade with Jacksonville. We got Tyson Campbell, who is locked in Cleveland for multiple years, who balled out at cornerback 2 last season. And the Giants eventually signed Greg Newsome, who wasn't very good in coverage last year for Jacksonville, and now they don't even have him back. He gets $10 million from New York. What up, Kyle? LeBron Ray signs with the Panthers. Andrew DePaula, their long snapper back in Minnesota. Tight end goes off the board, too. 3-year deal for Dawson Knox to go back to Buffalo. Very interesting. A couple more positions of need that got filled here. Good signings for the Chiefs at the top of your screen right now. Tyquan Thornton, though, the one you might be interested in. We were thinking about getting a cheap wide receiver. The Chiefs decide they will bring him back for 2 years. Elijah Vera Tucker. I kind of wanted AVT in Cleveland. He's getting $42 million over 3 years. That's cheaper than Zion Johnson. And AVT definitely had a really good productive season in 2024 when he was healthy. But Vera Tucker didn't play at all last year. So because of the injury, I think maybe that hurt his value a little bit. But I'm curious why Cleveland took Zion Johnson and not AVT. We'll see how that works out. I heard that the Browns were interested in AVT, though. I did get a report about that. You guys probably don't even remember Cole Strange, but he is now a Charger for 2 years. He was on our practice squad this year. He was a first-round pick in the Belichick era, couldn't even make the Browns' offensive line last year, and the Chargers decided to pay him and Trevor Penning. The Raiders get their new kicker, Matt Gay. Devin Lloyd finally got a deal. This was someone I thought Cleveland might look at to replace Devin Bush, okay? Honestly, this is a steal for the Panthers that he's only 3-year, $45 million. Like, I thought he'd get a much bigger deal. A lot of people did, but that's a great deal for Carolina. Cleveland just did not go that route. Sam Williams back to the Cowboys. And we'll look at a couple more here so you guys can see. Rico Dowdle, our rival Steelers, get a new running back, one of the better ones on the market here. So, bad news. Kyle Allen becomes one of the Buffalo quarterbacks, 2 years, $6.1 million. I'm intrigued to see what quarterback Cleveland decides to add to the room because everybody keeps telling me, every report keeps telling me, oh, the Browns are going to go out and get a new quarterback. Okay, who? Who's that going to be? Then remember, Cleveland getting Quincy Williams yesterday, baby. 2 years worth up to $17 million. The Cardinals take a wide receiver off the board. I was a little bit intrigued about Kendrick Bourne. Not going to lie to you guys for Cleveland, but he gets a good 2-year, $11 million deal. That's great value for a guy that honestly has some boom-bust games for the Niners. Like, he had some great ones for the Patriots, too. Braxton Jones, back to the Bears, 1-year deal. Cleveland perhaps was looking at him, too. Did not end up going with Braxton Jones. So that's a recap of all free agency moves to this point. We'll look at more together, but let's also talk about what you want Cleveland to do. What's a move that you want to see pop up on that board for the Browns in the next hour here, okay? In the next hour, what do you want Cleveland to do, folks? Let me know in that comment section what you want to see. Let's answer some chat questions here as well real quick. I'm going to answer one that I saw because Kyle Shallow called me out by name. Said, Joey, what do you see us doing at QB? No Murray, no Willis, no Geno, no Tua. Would you go draft, free agency, Best Browns channel, keep doing what you do? Man, thank you, Kyle Shallow. I appreciate you, my guy. What would I do? I was just starting to address that. I would either draft a QB late in the draft. I would trade Dylan Gabriel, get him off the roster. Irrelevant. Don't need him. You know what'd be funny? Nah, I can't say it, but you know what'd be funny? Joe Flacco to the Browns for one more year to be the veteran backup. No, Flacco wants to play this year. He's trying to start, apparently, so that is funny. But what I would do is draft a quarterback late. Don't even bring up Ty Simpson. I'm out on Ty Simpson. I'm not doing it with one of our first-round picks. If Drew Aller's there in the 4th, sure. I don't want Beck. Klubnik met with the Browns. Met with Monken, I should say. He'll be there in the 5th. Something to think about. I don't love his game, but, if you just need a third quarterback, I'd say a one late in the draft for good value or veteran in free agency. Now, Kyler would be ideal because he's only 1.3 mil and he could actually play, but I don't think he's going to pick the Browns. Kyler's still an option, though. Don't worry. Good question, though. Yeah, you know what else we should talk about? Let's talk about the Brian Thomas trade rumors because those were heating up lately. We've got an update from Schefter on that and also Connor Hughes that have, honestly, conflicting reports here. So we're going to talk about it because the Browns are going to be one of the teams that are in on BTJ if he is going to get traded, okay? I honestly can almost promise you that. So Connor Hughes of SNY, sources. The Jaguars are entertaining offers for Brian Thomas. SNY has learned. They're getting phone calls, that means they're listening. There's a price. There's a price for BTJ, but what is it? Adam Schefter, though, today says despite speculation, the Jaguars have not been interested in trading Brian Thomas Jr. And he also said, stuff on social media. I actually posted a Brian Thomas Jr. trade graphic that did pretty well on my Twitter. So go to Joey070, give me a follow. Here, I will put that link in the chat as well. Give me a follow. Give me a follow if you want to be a part of all my fun mock trades on X here. There we go. There's the link. Maybe a second-round pick. Not Pavia, Bryce. Don't want Diego Pavia. All right, yeah. Here's the mock trade for you. What would it cost? Because this tells me the Jaguars set the bar way too high for BTJ. They wanted a first-round pick and more. More. No one's giving you that. So the price goes down. What about one of the top seconds? What about pick 39? We keep both of our first-round picks and add Brian Thomas Jr. to the receiver room. Is this something you would consider, Browns fans? Let me know in the chat right now. Let's do type A for accept, type D for decline. What do we think about this trade for Brian Thomas Jr.? Let me know in the comments section down below. I would love Marvin Harrison. I don't think he's on the move. There's no shot. This Geno Smith trade's crazy. There we go. Type A for accept, D for decline. What do you think? Do we want BTJ for pick 39? Or you want to keep the second? Pat Wooey says, no way. Kathy says D. Mike says, A, send it. Mike still wanted me to do a beer bong over there. We'll remind the people of the deals. Today, as we are live for free agency, we got the okay to do it. Any super chat for any amount helps us out a lot. I'll give you a shout out, put you on the screen. We'll start the party continuing. $5 super chat plus. Hit the dog pound bark, baby, for the real dog pound members. That's the fan base, baby. $20 super chat. We'll get back to getting on the ground. Do 20 push-ups every $20 super chat that comes in. And then probably a bad combination here next to each other, but I'm doing it for the people. $50 super chat. All down on a beer bong on the show again here. Live at work during free agency, but I want this to feel like a tailgate party, okay? That's what I want this to be. So $50 super chat, I'm doing it. Beer bong. Oh, shoot, is our live good? Yeah, we're good. My thing just had to refresh. We're live. Those are the deals. Let me know, people. $50 super chat. I'm doing the beer bong. So, I'm hoping the Browns do another move here before the end of the day. 5 p.m. Eastern right now. The Quincy Williams move came in last night at about, 7 Eastern, I want to say. How late was that last night? I think it was I'm going to look on my phone. Actually, no, I'll look it up here. Because the thing about these moves, they can happen anytime, anyway. Oh, Tevin Jenkins stat for you guys, too, by the way, who we re-signed. Pass block win rate at guard last year of 94.4%. Would have ranked 17th last season. His run block win rate, though, 65.6%. Would have been 5th worst if he had enough snaps to qualify. But he did take over for Wyatt Teller. Now's a chance he could be our full-time starter here at right guard in Cleveland. So, some Tevin Jenkins additional nuggets for you guys. But, yeah, these deals, man, we've had deals come in at 3 a.m. We had them at 6 p.m., 5 p.m. They happen whenever. Looks like this one came in at about 7 p.m., 6:30, 6:50. It's the Devin Bush replacement, baby. I like it. What do I think about Diggs or Keenan Allen as a vet? I think Diggs is going to want too much, and I just can't deal with his off-field stuff, man. It's too much of it. I mean, he's talented, sure, but he's also, over 30 now? I think Diggs is 33. Bryce knows ball. With a $2 super chat. Shout out to my guy. So I just couldn't do Diggs. I love Keenan Allen. I've loved his game for a while. Joshua Miller with a 2 as well. Let's go. But, again, I just don't think it solves your problems. I'll take him. Cleveland's going to be pretty selective with their receiver room, though. Keenan Allen's also 33. Cleveland wants to go young. We had most snaps by rookies last year. I guarantee you, with our 9 draft picks, Cleveland is going to have a lot more rookie starters once again. Actually, I think we have the confirmation. I'm going to send you a photo, Parker. But first, here's Bryce Knows Ball with the $2 super chat. Name the most niche Browns player you can. Oh, this is a good question. Okay. Of all time, Bryce? Or on the current roster? Hey, thank you, Kyle. He said, yo, go follow my boy Joey. Bryce, on the current roster or all time? Most niche Browns player. I'll go with the current roster since we're saying most niche right now. But you let me know if you meant something different. Let's think. AFX, my guy. That's all good, my brother. We appreciate you so much, my dude, for real. You are a real one of the dog pound. Niche Browns player. Orlando says Aiden Huntington. Maybe it's because I'm obsessed with the Browns. I think Huntington's actually good. I think he's actually a good player. And he's versatile. They line him up on offense sometimes and special teams. But he's a D tackle. What was that? All right, we're good. All right. Most niche Browns player. Let me think of the current roster. Sam Webb, cornerback. That's a niche Browns for you. That's a niche Brown for you. All time, too, though. Some of my favorite random Browns of all time that I like. I think I was saying this yesterday. I loved Terrell Pryor. I was big on him. Dude's 6'4", played quarterback, and then was a 1,000-yard receiver for us. One of my favorite randos. Yeah, Dom Jones, random corner that we had as well out there running routes. Easton Mascarenas Arnold. That's a pretty random linebacker for you guys on our roster right now. But yeah, good question for Bryce. Let's go to Joshua Miller with the $2 super chat. Would we rather have AVT and Biotish or Linderbaum? Yes, this was meant to be your question, Joshua Miller, 2 weeks ago. I got you, my guy. I apologize. Now let me answer it for real. Would we rather have? Oh, okay. I don't know. I think you accidentally clicked off that one. Okay. You know what? Maybe you have to do it on that monitor. Or no, I don't know. Okay, bet. All right, I'll send it to you in a second. Would we rather have AVT and Biotish or Linderbaum? I would. Oh, I loved Rashard Hollywood Higgins, man. Fucking Baker taking the pick of him. Also, I'm not gonna bring it up, but I loved Baker. Wait, Josh Romeo said that's the wrong super chat. That's the that one's from a couple weeks ago, actually. Yeah. Good call, Joshua Miller. I'll tell producer Parker. There we go. There he goes. Any good wide receivers still available and worth signing? You know what? Do we have top wide receivers still available in a live stream graphic? Because I think we have one in consolidated. But yeah, if not, it's okay. I can rip through a couple, but see if you can find it because here are the names, Joshua Miller. Tyreek Hill is still available. Now, we don't know if he's going to play week 1, but he's a free agent right now. I think he gets 1 year, $5 million. For Tyreek Hill, that'd be pretty good. I don't think he gets up more than 10 for a year. Quinshon Judkins is still available. Stephon Diggs is still available. Deebo Samuel is still available. Calvin Austin, who the Browns might be looking at. Christian Kirk is still available, Joshua Miller. I'm glad you asked this question because there's a lot of wide receivers still out there. Darnell Mooney is available. Marquise Brown is out there. Jalen Tolbert. There's names. That's about 10 for you. Brandon Cooks is available. Keenan Allen is out there too, yes. So there's some names, guys. There are some names to watch. Jake Keith said Jennings is a punk. Actually, wait, yeah, he's not coming to the Browns. Shelby Harris called him out. He said, do you guys remember the Shelby Harris post-game interview? That was pretty hilarious about Quinshon Judkins. See if we re-sign Shelby Harris, though. I wonder. I do wonder. Shout out Josh Romeo for that $2 super chat, though. What a legend. Every super chat is a shout-out. We're almost at, oh, look at this. We got 312 people watching. Make sure you tap the like button. Only 138 likes. We could get that up to 200 likes with 300 people watching. I know we can. So make sure you tap that like button right now. If you're having fun, if you're a Browns fan, you want to party on day 2, like I said, I made sure we could go live today because I wanted to be here for you guys. I wanted to show up for the dog pound, man. And you guys always show up for me. I want to show up for you. So I said, I got to get live and interact with my crew, do shows, talk about Browns news, talk about everything going on in free agency right now and how that affects Cleveland. Like, this is the day, man. This is the week. One of the most fun, exciting weeks in sports in NFL is free agency. So hit the like button if you're watching right now. 150 likes. Let's get up to 200 likes, okay? Do you have a like one maybe, Parker? Like the video? If you want the Browns to make a big signing soon, that would be awesome. Who else just got signed? Let's see. New update coming in right now. Another offensive lineman, Darian Kennard. Okay, we knew that. By the way, there you go. If you love the Browns, like the video. That's what I'm talking about. I love the Browns. You love the Browns, Parker? Well, you better. I've loved them ever since I was a kid, even though they messed with my emotions. I love them. All right. Elgton Jenkins available too, by the way. Wasn't great last year, but it was a Pro Bowler in years past. Talk about a center for the Browns, perhaps. We'll let you know if they go that route. We could have some draft fun if you guys want. Kyle said, give us your quick ideal mock draft. Straight up. No trades. 624, 39, 70. I'm down for that. I wonder, do you know how to get the mock draft thing up? Or, oh, you know what? I wonder if it works like the sub count thing. Like if this website from PFF, the mock draft simulator, do you know how to get it on screen? No? I wonder if we could figure out a way to do it. If we, let's see. We're at 186 in Super Chats right now. If we get over $200 in Super Chats, I'll find a way to do a live mock draft with the chat right now. Okay? So if we get to $200 in Super Chats, I'll go call in our what do we even call it? Our production lead to get us set up to do a live mock draft, okay? But we got to get another $50 Super Chat, okay? We're at 150. We need a 156. We need one more $50 Super Chat. I'll do a mock draft with the chat and a beer bong because that's already in my deals, apparently. Shout out to all you guys being here. Craig said Caleb Downs at 6, Omar Cooper 24. I'm hearing Cooper's getting a lot of buzz and that he's going to go first round now. I think that's the Cleveland pick at 24. If he's there, and he usually is, then I could definitely see the Brownies taking the Indiana wide receiver. He's just got a good archetype to be a receiver, 6', 200, but he plays strong. I've seen him win one-on-one contested catches. People say he doesn't. I've seen it. And it's just good route running, good speed. It's getting a lot of buzz. So is Elijah Surratt, though, for later in the draft. Definitely. Recap of the Browns' moves so far, folks. Titus Howard acquired in a trade with the Texans. Only a 5th-round pick to get a starting lineman. It's pretty good, but they did pay him a lot going forward. Zion Johnson got paid 3 years, $49.5 million. Only $32 million of that deal is guaranteed. Quincy Williams gets a deal up to $17 million. 2 years for Quincy, who's been an All-Pro not too long ago. I love that a lot. Boom. Now we got Schlesinger and Quincy Williams. We got that linebacker tandem sorted out again. Wonder if Cleveland would consider Jacob Rodriguez still. Maybe not now that you've got your 2 LBs over here. And then, like I said, Tevin Jenkins re-signing today. Sneaky good move here to bring back Jenkins. No word on Bitonio yet. Today his contract voids, okay? Bitonio contract voids today. So we shall see if Cleveland has heard from him yet that he's retiring or coming back. I mean, we need to know. We need to know, folks. What do you got? Little question for the room? Go for it. Go for it. Producer Parker's got a question for the people. Hey, look, this is Zion Johnson signing. Who's the most underrated Cleveland Brown on the team right now? Who's our most underrated player? Who needs more love? Let me know in the chat right now. Let's give our picks, Parker. Let's give our picks for the most underrated player on the Browns roster right now. Dude, low-key, is it Shedeur? Shedeur is either, I'll say this, Shedeur is either too underrated or overrated by a lot of people, People are too split on him. I think I like Shedeur a lot. I love him. But I try to be objective and neutral in it. I would say the facts about the situation, and that is that Shedeur made plays last year, deep balls that no one else on the roster made, showed incredible accuracy, toughness last year, mobility, plays with his legs, but also some questionable interceptions, some bad mistakes, and he's a rookie, and the situation was pretty bad. There's no time to throw. Offensive line is terrible. Wide receivers don't catch the ball. Brutal weather conditions, rain, wind, snow. So all of that's true. We talk about Shedeur Sanders. But anyway, we got a lot of names in the chat right now for the underrated Brown. Oh, Isaiah McGuire's a great pick. That dude's a baller. Whenever he's in, I feel like this is a starter. But we rotate him in sometimes. Mason Graham, nationally, that's fair for Lando. Isaiah Bond's a great one, man. I love Bond's game. Once Shedeur took over, Bond really got more involved. Deep shot, 50-yard completion, 40-yard completion, 40-yard completion. Speedster would have been drafted if it weren't for ongoing legal issues. Those got solved, dropped, and the Browns signed him right away. Good deal, too. 3 years. Like Bond, like his speed. I hope Bond becomes what I wanted Rasheed Shaheed to be in Cleveland. I hope Isaiah Bond can be a returner for us as well as a receiver. He's a good receiver. He's just got incredible speed. So I would definitely love that. Actually, you have the sub count now. You could just do the sub count, right? Hell yeah, beast. Hell yeah. Todd Parsley says Dylan Sampson. I know we got people that love the Browns in the chat. Is everybody subscribed right now? Make sure it is free to tap that big red subscribe button. If you want to hang out, party with the Dog Pound all day long, all free agency long, it is worth it, folks. It is worth it. We can also shout out recent subscribers, it looks like. So we will shout those out. Also, make sure you're hitting your checklist in terms of, merch or whatever James said. Yeah. Let me also check see if there's anything we should be pushing this hour. Oh. No, it looks like we're out of the time zone. But still. Right. For sure. But hit that sub button. Subscribe if you love the brownies. I know I do. All right, folks. Also, I don't want you to forget, I don't want you to miss out on our St. Patrick's Day merch for Cleveland Browns fans. If you want to join the Cleveland drinking team, you know we party hard on the show. You know we party hard on game days. If you want to do that this St. Patrick's Day while repping the Dog Pound, okay, go to chatsports.com/BrownsGreen. Shout out to every member of the Cleveland drinking team. This is a exclusive, limited edition, sick-looking design. We hired a new guy to design merch here at Chat Sports, and we've got a sick-looking green Cleveland drinking team shirt that I want you guys to be able to get here for St. Patrick's Day to join the fun, join the party. So go to chatsports.com/BrownsGreen. Don't miss out if you guys want to party together and rep the Dog Pound. And if you want to go crazy, you can pair it with the Chat Sports Beers hat, okay? We got plenty of different colors for the Chat Sports Beers hat. If you want to combo the two, that's what a lot of people do. Go on over. Oh, hold on. Did that work? Go on over to chatsports.com/beers to get yourself a hat to pair with the shirt. Links are in the chat for you guys. Plenty of different colors. Rep them both. Go crazy. Walk the streets. Go on a parade. Get a bunch of Browns fans coming up to you, seeing the Cleveland drinking team shirt. Like, where'd you get that shirt? That's sick. I think it's perfect. Perfect if you're a Browns fan or you in Ohio, rep the Cleveland drinking team, and we will discount the shipping and make it faster. Go to the drop down, okay, and shipping method, and choose the express option if you want this by the weekend, all right? $5, we've discounted it. Make sure you go click the arrow, click express at chatsports.com/BrownsGreen to get that Cleveland drinking team t-shirt in time to party and celebrate. Appreciate you guys all so much for being a part of the team, man, for real. But free agency, far from over, I'll tell you that. Cleveland, one of the quieter teams, but it's not like they're doing nothing. There's been teams that have made 0 signings, guys. It is crazy. Saucy says our O-line still sucks. Yeah. But it's better. We got Jenkins back. We got Zion Johnson. We got Titus Howard. It's better. I think it'll be serviceable. If we could at least be like 15th. If you ran the unit out there right now, we could at least be middle of the pack, okay? Offensive line. Probably still need a left tackle, though, and a center. But you got 2 guards and a tackle you can be comfortable with starting in Tevin Jenkins, Zion Johnson, and Titus Howard. Luke Whippler, okay. The Browns like him. I want a new center, but I digress. Same with DeJuan Jones. Bitonio, maybe. is an option for Cleveland too. We shall see. See, Jake's with me. Please do not start Whippler. I don't need him. Get somebody else. Seriously. But yeah, folks. Also, make sure to subscribe. Actually, yeah, what's the count at? Do you want to check that? No, like, but oh, you can't throw it up. Really? Really? Okay. See if you can. If not, all good. But like I said, every time the Browns do anything, we're going to make videos. So, don't miss out on that. But we're waiting for Cleveland and Andrew Berry to get in the action here. Where are we? Do I have to tweet the Do Something meme? Do I have to tweet the Do Something meme? You guys know the Do Something meme? I'll send you some photos, Parker. Here's what we're going to do. I'm sending you this. Where is it? I tweeted it the other day. Make sure you guys go on over to my Twitter. Joey070. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'll send it to TV. Here we go. Now you can just put it in through read only. Joey, do you honestly think Watson, who's had 2 Achilles tears and a shoulder injury, hasn't played football since 24, was rusty, can make a comeback? No. I mean, people. Here we go. Pat McAfee said that a lot of people think it could happen. If he wins the quarterback battle, sure. I don't have faith in him winning it and being good. This is the meme. This is how we're feeling right now to Andrew Berry. Can we make another move? Can we make another move? It's 5:26 p.m. Eastern time. Can we make another move? All right? Can we please? All right, here's what we're going to do, Parker. Do you know how to get the timer up, the countdown? No? It should be in GFX3. Aaron Collins. The $10 super chat from my boy. Let's go. Shout out to Aaron Collins. What a legend. What a beast. This is how we feel, folks. Barry, let's go. Where's the move? Where's the notification? Where's the big splash? Where's the trade? Where's the Brian Thomas Jr.'s of Brown now? What am I waiting for here? If you like the video, if you want Andrew Berry to do something right now, tap that like button. 253 people in the building. If you want Andrew Berry to make a move, smash the like button right now. Shout out Aaron Collins for the $10 super chat. What a legend. I've been watching on my TV, which is awesome. Unfortunately, I can't comment or super chat from there. But you figured out a way, which is awesome. Carson or Shedeur are criminally underrated. Shout out Aaron Collins for a great take and a great way to support the show with that $10 super chat. Shout out to you, Aaron Collins. Carson Schlesinger, I think, because he did get the honor. He got the Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's an absolute stud. I think he is criminally underrated by the casual fan. There's people that don't know who he is. And we're sitting here like, how in the world do you not know him? This is a name you need to get to know. He's going to be a household name in Cleveland for years to come. Carson Schlesinger is a dog. He's a real stud, man. Pursuit of the football is incredible. Instincts are great. He's everywhere on that field. I'm telling you guys, tackling machine. Also got an interception, gets sacks, like does it all. Shedeur as well, I think gets underrated too. There's people that think, he shouldn't be in the league. And I think that is criminally underrating him because we've seen flashes of him in the league. I saw him throw for 364 yards and score 4 total touchdowns against that Titans team, and the rest of the team lost us the game. So for the people that say that, I don't understand it at all. But listen, he's a very polarizing player, very controversial player. Like I said, I try to put this in an objective view, even though, of course, everybody's going to have their bias, and I do like Shedeur. I've always loved Shedeur Sanders, and I still believe in him. Sam, you walked in at the right time, my guy. Sam, you guys probably don't even remember, producer Sam was doing one of our preseason watch parties, and he and I were arguing about Dillon Gabriel versus Shedeur Sanders because Sam is a Oklahoma guy. So, you guys can comment F Sam if you want. But I told him Gabriel should have never been drafted in the 3rd round. It was always Shedeur. And Shedeur's clearly better than Gabriel if you watch the games. Clearly he's beat out Gabriel to be on the roster. And Shedeur has a real chance to start here, but he's got to win that quarterback battle first. So, it is got to be given. It's not given. It'll be earned this offseason, but I have faith that he could earn it, especially if it's just him versus Deshaun Watson. If you can't win that, then there's a problem. So I do think that he could. Reminder of the deals right now, folks. Shout out to Aaron, man, who just sent in that $10 super chat. Any super chat gets you on the show. We'll shout you out, and it's a real one on the show, man. So shout out to everybody that's doing that. $5 super chat. Hit you with the dog pound. Bark for the dog pound. Faithful. $20 super chat. We're getting it going again. All right, we'll drop down. Give you 20 push-ups, okay? Get the workout in, just like I used to do on game days. Because this is a free agency stream. This is notifications left and right, okay? I want this to be like a watch party. So just like that. And then $50 super chat. Well, I'll do another beer pong. Hey, here it is. That's our live sub counter, everybody. We're only 70 subscribers away from 73,000. If we can hit that milestone on live, that would just be incredible. And impress the bosses. I'm giving you Browns content every single day this offseason. I am not kidding you guys. Ask the real ones in the chat. Do I or do I not put a video out every single day about the Browns? I do, and I will. I love this football team. If this is your squad, hit the subscribe button for free. And shout out to everybody who just subscribed recently while we were live. That is Matthew. That is Christopher. That is Bad. Can I say that? Yeah, I probably can. Badass Aging. Jeff 2581 Joe. Shout out to our recent subscribers. We're just 70 away from 73,000. Robert Colbert, sub for Doubs. Let's get to 73K. Run it up, baby. That would be awesome. All right? So hit that subscribe button for free. Daily Browns videos this entire off season. 70 subs away from that next big milestone. Oh, boy, baby. And remember, chatsports.com/BrownsGreen if you forgot about the merch. Shout out to all you guys. How's that? How was your meeting with Sam just there? You figured it out? Oh, my God, who did that? Now we're 71 away from the next big milestone. Yeah, if you want to hop on, Parker, too, and chop it up a little bit. Did you figure out the countdown? All right, great. I'll tell you in a minute. Why don't we have you hop on, get another graphic up there. Could be anything. Could be the tracker or actually, yeah. Has anything happened recently? Let's see. Team's quieting up here. Last moves was still that Steelers punter, Cameron Johnston. That's right, Jess Bless. That one unsub was a bot. That's right. You guys hit that sub button. If you want Browns content every day. Hey, Producer Parker. What's going on, my guy? Everybody say hi, Parker. New producer for the day, new producer at the company. Been doing a great job here. We threw him into a crazy week. This is free agency week, guys. And we're partying hard on the dog pound. We got him getting us boots here, so shout out to producer Parker.
How's it going, guys?
Being on the dog pound stream now, okay? You got people saying, Matthew said, what's up, Parker? What's going on, man? How's this week been treating you during free agency? What have you thought about the moves? Tell me about it.
It's been a crazy week, man. I think the Browns made a couple good moves, a couple things they could do a little bit more. I think maybe going and grabbing a receiver would be nice, but
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe they just want to wait till the draft and take Carnell Tate or something and live with that. So.
Yeah. That's good stuff right there, Parker. I'm feeling the same thing. You know, it's feeling like Cleveland didn't want to pay big contracts for guys that are wide receiver twos, like Romeo Doubs, like Rasheed Shaheed, like Quinshon Judkins. Even Alec Pierce, you could argue, but he was a wide receiver one finally last year, and he got paid, man. It was going to be $30 million if you wanted him. And that's not worth it. So I think Cleveland thinks, if we can't get one of those receivers, or we can't get a good deal here in the next few days, the solution at wide receiver is going to come in this year's NFL draft with one of those 2 first-round picks, and probably later in the draft as well. There's some good, deep talent in this wide receiver class, that guys that tested really well at the combine. So I do think that is where Cleveland's going to look to help that wide receiver problem. Jackson Green said, "What's good, PP?" Producer P, man.
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker in the building. Obviously, Cleveland lost Devin Bush and Cameron Thomas, a couple defensive guys there. Bush, the biggest hit of free agency for Cleveland, I would say. So there's definitely true. All right, Mr. Parker, what I was thinking is we're going to do a countdown here. Dude, I hope the Browns get a big wide receiver soon, man. Trade is still on the table, too, though. They could solve the wide receiver issue with the trade, because that way you absorb, maybe if it's a young receiver, you get a rookie contract to absorb anyway. All right, that'd be pretty cool. So, hey, there we go. Just got a new subscriber. Shout out. The countdown box. You know what the countdown box that Sham just told you?
Yeah.
So, what if we do, we'll do a 10-minute countdown. All right?
Till?
End of stream.
Okay.
So, if the people want us to stay on and keep partying and keep hanging out, then I will discount the Super Chat deals. So,
Ooh. Interesting.
That's right. So,
just so everybody knows right now, these are what the Super Chat deals are. I'm about to put them on the screen.
Yes, let's do that. It's a good call, Mr. Parker. I'm going to say if we get a $20 Super Chat, every $20 Super Chat, I will extend the show. So we're going to put a countdown to the end of the show on. But if you guys want us to stay on and keep hanging out and going live, then send the $20 Super Chat and I will add to the timer. We'll add a 20 for 20.
And he'll rip the push-ups.
And I'm going to do push-ups, of course. All right? So, end of stream timer. You got that there. Boom. 10 minutes to go. Every $20 Super Chat. Okay? I'll extend the show by 20 more minutes and get more content for you guys, all right? We can start diving into what else, who else is still available in free agency, who the Browns could go target, who they could go sign. We could talk about some trade rumors. We could talk about mock drafts. So, $20 Super Chat to keep the show going. The show must go on. Otherwise, we'll wrap up here in about 9.5 minutes. And if the Browns make another move, well, I'm going to make a video. But hopefully they make one while we're live, because then we can all react to it together. That's when it gets crazy. The live reaction to a Browns move. That's why I want to be live, and told the bosses I have to go live at some point today. So $20 Super Chat. We extend the stream for another 20 minutes, okay? That's the deal.
There we go. I just changed it. Keep the stream going. Keep
the stream alive. There we go. There we go. All right, let's look at the free agency tracker then. We can go to some other moves that we haven't touched on. How about that? And also just top remaining free agents, whatever's easily accessible here for the last 10 minutes.
There's a couple big moves in this one.
All right, let's do it. We'll run through. Mariota, not going to be an option for the Browns to bring in as a veteran QB. Gets a one-year deal to go back to Washington, back up Jaden Daniels for $7 million. By the way, Cardinals signing Gardner Minshew for $8 million to be a backup to Brissett. At least we're not that dysfunctional. Alante Taylor, Titans spent, man. Robert Saleh, good head coach landing for them. 3-year, $58 million deal there to go to Tennessee. Josh Jobe re-signed with the Seahawks right away. 3 years, $24 million. Reek Woolen, though. No word on Reek Woolen. If you guys want Reek Woolen, a corner to land in Cleveland, he tweeted out today. I'm going to look in the chat right now. This is exactly what Reek Woolen tweeted on his Twitter today. ... I think he's leaving Seattle. Where does he go? Or maybe that means he's re-signing. I don't know. Cryptic tweet. But
I think
he's unsigned still.
there's a chance that he might end up in Dallas.
Dallas?
They need corners.
Could be. Could be. We lose out on Cam Thomas. It's a very cheap deal to go follow Stefanski to Atlanta. 1 year, $3 million. Big-time names here. Travis Etienne got paid, guys, yesterday. 4 years, $52 million to go to the Saints? New update, by the way. I know we're not necessarily big on the running back market this offseason, but Schefter says that teams are interested to see what Alvin Kamara could be traded for. And they're looking at what the Saints would want. Stay tuned for a Kamara trade. Wan'Dale Robinson, good slot receiver. I had him as a free agent target for Cleveland. He ends up getting paid in Tennessee. 4 years, $78 million deal. That regime went out and spent. Kyrus Tonga, underrated signing here in the offseason. That's going to be a big impact there at defensive tackle for 3 years, $21 million. Jahan Dotson, a receiver that, for that price, I wouldn't have minded if Cleveland went and got him, all right? Like, I liked him a lot coming out of college. Good size, but didn't end up landing in Cleveland. What's up, AFX? Says Joey O. Bang. Austin Hooper, our old friend, is an Atlanta Falcon with our other old friend. AFX, Parker says you're better than Producer Jim.
Hey, I'll take it.
Which is really Producer Jack, but he says Producer Jim.
Producer Jim.
It's so funny.
Producer
Jim.
Producer Jim probably got his feelings hurt, huh?
Oh, yeah. Producer Jim was getting rage baited. He was crashing out. Shout out to AFX, man. Kenny Gainwell, $7 million a year for a backup running back? All right, Tampa Bay wants him. He's probably going to have a little role there. Punters setting records. Jordan Stout with a record deal, 3 year, $12 million for that punter to follow John Harbaugh to New York. Alex Anzalone, another linebacker option Cleveland could have looked at. That's a nice land for Tampa Bay. And our other old friend, Baker Mayfield, on the defensive side of the ball, though, 2 year, $17 million. I made Jack drink a lot. Dude, that was so funny. One day, AFX just kept donating, and Jack had to do beer bongs, too, with me.
That's fun.
It was funny. We got to make Parker drink soon, too, the rookie. Got to get the rookie down in some beers. He said yesterday for what were you going to say?
5 minutes.
5 minutes to
left
go.
On the stream.
For a 50, he said yesterday he would.
Yeah, for a 50.
Wow. Brissett is going to be the starter. Wait. They plan to start Jacoby Brissett, but they have not told him. It's the worst organization in the league, the Cardinals.
They don't make any sense.
It's the worst.
Their owner has no idea what he's doing.
Awful owner. At least we don't have them. Reminder of the deal as well. We got 5 minutes to go, folks. $20 super chat, and we'll keep the stream alive to keep hanging out and partying for free agencies day 2. It is up to y'all if you want to keep this party going. $20 super chat, and we'll do it. Where's Reed? Said Miami Mac. I think he's doing Raiders again. I'll ask him.
He's on Raiders right now.
Yeah, I'll ask him when I get out. Let's talk about some of the top remaining free agent targets too, Mr. Parker. 4 minutes to go, though. 4 minutes to go, folks. If you want to keep hanging out, send a $20 super chat here to keep the party going and keep it alive. Miami Mac.
You want me to leave the countdown on there?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Or, nah, it probably doesn't work. So just go back and forth to it. Is that cool?
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Bet. All right, some of the top names here in free agency. Let me read 1 through 5. So Trey Hendrickson has not landed. New report on Trey Hendrickson, by the way. Teams that weren't interested are now interested because he hasn't signed yet, and maybe he'll be cheaper than what he wanted. Imagine pairing him with Myles Garrett. Man, that would be dangerous. Let's see. Kyler Murray is available still, and he's only going to sign for $1.3 million, but he can't talk to teams until tomorrow, folks. That's another reason you're going to want to tune into the Browns Report tomorrow, because Kyler Murray will officially hit the open market tomorrow at around 4 p.m. Rasheed Walker has not been signed yet, guys. We're here. We're live. No one has signed him. All right, so waiting to see if Elgton Jenkins officially released, by the way, by the Packers. So he's available for former Packers lineman for Cleveland, too. Reek Woolen, where's he going to go? Tyreek Hill, still available, guys. Lots of players Cleveland can go out and get. Here's some other big names that I really like. Juwan Jennings, Taylor Decker, Stephon Diggs, okay? One of these guys, could they be a Cleveland Brown? They would fill a position of need. I would love Taylor Decker to play left tackle, folks. I really would. Joel Bitonio is one you're going to have to look out for. His contract voids today. It's a dead cap hit for the Browns, but if he retires, we can split it up. Joel, let us know. Are you coming back or not, my guy? We'll be here to report it if he does. Chigo Okonkwo, interesting tight end, too. Joey Bosa is a name that we haven't talked about a lot. Can we get another Joey in Cleveland, just like me? I mean, I wouldn't mind. I know he's not as good as he was when he first was in the league, but I think he's still a really good pass rusher. To be honest with you guys, had 5 sacks last year. Why not? Why not? So those are your top free agents left, folks. I want to know, who do you want Cleveland to sign? Pick a name, comment a free agent that you want the Browns to sign in the comment section. We could do that weigh-in and the shot clock at the same time. So comment down below the number 1 free agent target you want. Deshaun Wright signed? Yeah, he signed. Was he on our list or something? Let me know. All right, here we go. The number 1 free agent that you want the Browns to sign here before we end the stream. $5 super chat for the Dog Pound Bark, $20 super chat. We'll keep it going. We're at the last minute here.
Last minute.
Last chance to keep the stream alive. Also, let me know who you want us to sign. Thomas wants Juwan Jennings. Brownie in the Bay says Chiggy Okonkwo. I wouldn't mind that. Official Just Blessed. Do not take Murray. DG is better than Murray. All right, that's the crazy take. Just Blessed. That's the craziest take I've ever heard. No way. No way.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. 30 seconds to keep the stream alive. DG can't hold Kyler Murray's cleats, says Pat Wooey. Spencer wants Tyreek Hill or Murray. If Tyreek Hill's that cheap, yeah, I'd bring him in. Get rid of Deshaun. That's funny. Let me know. Walker, Rasheed Walker, okay, or Hill. Comment down below. 5 seconds, folks. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Thank you, Browning the Bay. I should be QB1. And that'll do it.
There it is.
That's right, guys. We still partied really hard today. Shout out to all of you for showing up for our Browns Report live. I'll probably make another video right now for you guys. So, oh, a buzzer beater. A buzzer beater. Oh, my goodness. No way. Papa Stiggs. Papa Stiggs. Oh, my goodness.
Beats the buzzer.
The buzzer beater. Let's go, baby. The show goes on. Let's go. Bang, dude. Shout out Papa Stiggs, man. What a real one. What a real one. At the buzzer, man.
That's crazy. He said, you guys aren't going anywhere.
Wow. Brownie in the Bay
him.
said, Papa Stiggs, you goat. Stiggs channel with the $20 super chat. Let's go. All right, get your new timer ready. So now, Papa Stiggs. 20 minutes, baby. Let's go.
Another 20.
Oh, and we just made a signing.
Who did we get?
We're getting Elgton Jenkins.
No way.
Breaking news. Breaking news for the Brownies. Andrew Berry did something. He definitely did, Miami Mac.
He waited till the last
Two-time
second.
Pro Bowl Elgton Jenkins is signing with the Browns. 2 years, $24 million, $12 million a year. 20 of it is guaranteed a day after his release. He heads to Cleveland, baby. Another offensive lineman. Let's go. Another Jenkins. 2 Jenkins in a row. Let's go. All right, folks. Let me read this. Running back's not an area of need. Judkins is a dog. Sampson and even Rocket Sanders played well. I did like Rocket Sanders a lot. Keaton Mitchell is electric and fast. Played in a Monken system. Missed out on Shaheed. Okay. Could bring a reunite. I like where you're coming from. Follow Monken to Cleveland. Keaton Mitchell. Shout out Stig's channel for the $20 super chat. We got another Jenkins, baby. Yes, I really hope he's our starting center. He can play guard too, but I say we start him at center. All right, let's go.
Let's grade the signing, guys.
Let's go. Elgton Jenkins in the building, baby. Now, again, wasn't great last year. That's why the Packers cut him. He's 30 years old, but still a good pass blocker. Didn't give up many sacks, only gave up 2. He's a guard / center. I could see him being a center. Let's go, baby. Jenkins.
Pretty sure he played center last year for the Packers.
Yeah, he did. All righty. Guess we need another cut then, huh?
Probably.
All righty. Let's go. Let's go.
Guess I'm going to update that depth chart to have Elgton Jenkins at center.
Yeah, put that guy on there. All righty. We got Elgton Jenkins, 30 years old. I was just saying we needed a center that isn't Luke Whippler. And I'm glad we got this. So
we got 2 Jenkins now on the offensive line.
2 Jenkins today. Let's go. All right, bet. Make sure we coordinate some stuff in production, Parker, because we got Elgton Jenkins. It is time to dive into a deep dive of what this means for the Browns O-line now. Let's go, baby. Listen, I know Robert Cathy gives it a C. That is totally a fair grade here. He wasn't amazing last year. I think this fills a position of need for the Browns, and at least we're moving, man. We are doing something. And that is better than sitting and doing nothing for a team that needs pieces. We got 2 Jenkins, baby. All right. What are you typing in there?
I told him we're going to do an Elgton Jenkins cut.
All right, great. Alrighty. We could, let's see. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's big news right there, man. Elgton Jenkins is a Cleveland Brown. Guys, comment your reaction to this signing. Let me know. Elgton. Let's go, baby. The Jenkins. Let's go, man. Here we go. Two-time Pro Bowl. Are we? Sweet. Guys, if you're just joining us, we got news that Elgton Jenkins is signing with the Cleveland Browns. This is expected to go down as a 2-year, $24 million deal. That's only $12 million a year, and they are making the right moves. The Browns enter free agency with a massive need to address that offensive line, folks. They have now made 3 big moves. 3 signings, 1 trade. They are putting in work where work needs to be put in, okay? This is a whole new offensive line unit, folks. Are you making social graphics or what's the play? Awesome. 2-year deal. We're getting a center, baby. Let's go. Freeling, too, complete the line. Come on now. I like it. I like what you're talking about. I really do. Guys, let's talk about this Elgton Jenkins signing. Let me know if you're excited about it. Like the video right now. We got another new center in Cleveland. I knew he would be a target for us. Didn't know they would pull the trigger today. That's big time. That is big time. Let's talk back-to-back Jenkins today, baby. It's a Jenkins live show. Did you move over? Did we have consolidated on him? Great. Let's go. W. Parker. Ain't that right? Alrighty. Do the same thing, same type of style we did last time, all right? Let's go. We got to see, well, has anyone claimed it? So, here, why don't we talk to the people and then, you get yourself in a good spot. Or what do you have queued up? We got Jenkins. You got your player listicles. Cool. You got the free agencies trackers. Like, here's what they've done. Here's the offensive line moves. Yeah, call them out. So just read only that, right? Yeah, we could get Monroe Freeling as well. Complete this O-line. New center in Cleveland, baby. New center in Cleveland. Let's go. Elgton Jenkins. How about that? How about that? New center. New center. Let's go. All right, Sam said he'll handle it if no one else can. Let's go. Folks, immediate reaction to Elgton Jenkins signing. 1, I think this is a move that Cleveland needed to make. When I heard that the former Pro Bowler was getting released, I said the Browns will be targeting him. Okay? And now they do it. Ooh. Another DT is available for trade. Let's go. Here we go. When was he a Pro Bowler? Yeah, 2020 and 2022. We have player bio? Or nah? Great. All right, let's riff, baby. December birthday, just like me. Comment when your birthdays are, chat. Elgton Jenkins signs with the Brownies. We're making moves. We're not staying put. This is good. Lee Bolden says, this I like, Joey. This I like. Yo, shout out to Papa Stiggs, man, for the $20 super chat. Imagine we got off live and then it happened. Let's go. This is why you extend the show, baby. We got to stay live, man. This is moves come left and right. Elgton Jenkins is now a Cleveland Brown. So let's do it. Do you feel like you're ready? All right, yeah. But fully Elgton Jenkins to start. And don't go too fast on the player list, because I might talk and then read the stats, okay? But if I'm done reading the stats, then you can move on. Cool. Yes. Cool. I'll tell them we are about to get into it on player L3. Do you have weigh-ins? How about, do you have one-word reaction? Wow, breaking news from Jeremy Fowler. The Browns explored a trade for Jenkins. They sat tight, and they got him outright upon his release. Baltimore was also involved here. Wow. Double win for the Brownies. I'm getting this built too. I think we should add this. That be cool? Yeah, I'm going to add a social right now. Or should I just send it to you? All right, here. Okay, yeah. I'll just build it real quick. Guys, what do you think about Elgton Jenkins being in Cleveland? We screwed the Ratbirds. That's right, Jake. That is right. Let's go. Come on, man. Yep. All right, folks. Jeremy Fowler saying that we beat the Ravens to them. This is a dream. This is a double dose of great news if I've ever heard one. Let's freaking go. All right, Mr. Parker. I'm about to finish putting that update in. All right, boom. That's built. Move that over. Great. Great. Okay. The Giants just signed a new kicker. And Sky Moore signs with the Packers. Another kicker / returner off the board. And then Jason Sanders is a Giant all of a sudden, the former Dolphins kicker. We F those Ratbirds over, baby. Come on. Elgton Jenkins is a Brown. He's going to be our center. I don't know why everyone keeps tweeting like he's going to be a guard. He's our center. He's our center. He plays center. Last year, guess what? Here. 531 snaps at center last year. Snaps at guard. 1. He's our center. He's our center. Now, was he center in 2020? When he made the Pro Bowl? I think he was a guard back then. But then he played a couple games at center, okay? So, let's do this, folks. All right, are you sure? So what's coming after this? Socials, weigh-in. Okay. 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 All the moves they've brought in. Good. Okay. Yeah, and then I'll just rip a bit, And then can we end with the live sub count? Great. Or start with it. I don't know. No, we start with the player L3. That's cool. Or yeah, that's cool. Actually, what social do you have? We're about to talk all about Elgton Jenkins, guys, so get ready. Cool. What is the Shefty? Why don't we do the Shefty? Let's start on the Shefty. So first thing on the show will be the Shefty. And then this is why you subscribe, and then the player L3. Cool? Let's do it, folks. Let's go. Let's do it. Big time signing for the Brownies. I think we needed it. Here we go. Feeling ready? All right. Folks, let's talk about the new signing. Let's do it. So we're about to go. Cut. Shefty. Social. All right, cool. Ready? All right, folks, let's talk about Elgton Jenkins. Who did we just get? I think this is good for the Brownies. Is everybody ready to talk about it? I say we get into the news. All right, Mr. Parker, are you ready? All right, I'll make sure I have my stuff in order. And let us wait. Hold on a second, folks. Got to make sure we got everything we need to know here. And you'll do that Fowler social as well at some point. Great. All righty. Let's do this, folks. Here we go. Let's talk about them. Breaking Browns news, and I think this one is pretty good. Adam Schefter tells us that Cleveland is bringing in a two-time Pro Bowl center. He was at one point Elgton Jenkins, 2-year deal with the Browns. Welcome into the Browns Report, everybody. I am your host, Joey O'Donohue, excited to be live right now talking Browns football, and they're making moves. At least we're not sitting back today doing nothing like other teams. We're not over the top like the Raiders, but we're investing in the places we need to be investing in, and that is the offensive line. The Browns bring in center Elgton Jenkins, who was released by the Packers. 2 years, $24 million deal. We have the numbers, the contract for you. It's $12 million a year, which for a starting center, that's good because Tyler Linderbaum, he would have been $27 million a year. You bring in a guy who's made the Pro Bowl before, guarantee $20 million of the deal. He should be the Browns starting center next year. He just absolutely should be. This is why you hit that subscribe button, folks. Every time the Browns make a move, we'll make a video. I'm going to give you a full analysis here about this move right now. I'm going to ask you your opinion about the move later in the show. And we're going to talk about how this affects the Browns starting O-line for next year, their draft plan. This was the biggest need for Cleveland, and they've gone out and signed multiple offensive linemen. And you're going to love this even more, Browns fans. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler says the Browns explored trading for Elgton Jenkins, but they sat tight, and then they got him outright upon release from Green Bay, and Baltimore was also involved here. We screwed over the Ravens. Let's go. We got the lineman that they wanted because, you know what's funny, guys? The Ravens and the Browns have the exact same needs in this offseason. They both are looking at linemen and wide receivers. So when we could beat the Ravens to the punch in those different types of positions, that just makes me even more thrilled about the signing. And maybe, it's not the perfect signing. Maybe some of you are sitting there thinking, Joey, why are you coming in here jumping for joy like we just got Linderbaum for $12 million a year? I get it. Why I'm happy, why I'm hyped up is because I didn't want to go into the next year with Luke Whippler as the starting center. I didn't. So a guy that's experienced like Elgton Jenkins, and honestly didn't have that bad a year last year. When you look at his PFF grades and stats, like he got released for a reason. It wasn't his best year. It wasn't great, but pass blocking grade actually was pretty good. Held up well there at 72.5. Only allowed 2 sacks, okay? Called for 4 penalties. So there is that, but it's not like it was dreadful, right? Like, those numbers are manageable here. And to my point, he is an experienced both guard and center in the National Football League. He played all his snaps at center last year, except one. So I think he's Cleveland's center. But he's had Pro Bowl seasons as a guard, as a center. Like, he's also versatile. And so when you think about what Cleveland wants to do with their offensive line this year, they're going to craft this puzzle and try to put the perfect pieces in the perfect spots. You've got a new offensive line coach in George Warhop who works closely with Monken and has been in Cleveland before. They are bringing in a multitude of different players, such as trading for Tytus Howard, who is another versatile player. Played guard, played right tackle. Now, Fowler of ESPN tells us that Cleveland wants to play him at tackle specifically, so we'll see if that report is correct. But now you've got guys that have played on different spots of the offensive line. Zion Johnson, who played left guard, played right guard, both in his career, right? Cleveland is going to try and work this thing out. They re-signed Tevin Jenkins today as well. This is a double dose of Jenkins on the Browns report, folks. Jenkins next to Jenkins, okay? And that's why you see on your screen right now, this could be what the new Browns offensive line looks like. Honestly, looks better than last year. I just like the fact that there's newer, fresher names in here, both experienced, both young, like good mix here, first-round picks, Pro Bowl appearances, good play. Like, I like what they're doing here. It's not perfect. It's like a lot of these guys are okay. Some of them are average. But this is where Cleveland is gearing towards, addressing their biggest need by bringing in different players. So give me a grade for the Elgton Jenkins signing, an A, B, C, D, or F. If you had to grade it, what would you grade it? Let me know in that comment section down below what grade you would give the Browns for signing the former Packer center, Elgton Jenkins. I like the move, folks. I do. I think it has potential. And so I'm giving it a B to B minus. I'm in the B range. Good player, not an overpay, has showed you good play in the league before, and you stole him from the Ravens. You're bumping me up to a B when I say it like that. But that's my grade. Let me know yours in that comment section. We still need a new left tackle, but I like that we address center here in free agency. We are going to talk more about the Browns' latest in free agency, day 2, day 1. What have they been up to? What is next for this football team? That's coming up, so don't go anywhere. But let's give a special shout-out to today's sponsor, Prize Picks. Shoot your shot on Prize Picks. Get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That is right. Prize Picks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting. So don't miss a chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. I got the app. I've been playing it ever since. Make sure to check if Prize Picks is available in your state today. It probably is. It's available in 50 states. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Pick from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, baseball, hockey, UFC, soccer, college basketball, tennis, golf, esports, and more. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 sports picks app. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It is good to be right. All right. Free agency for Cleveland so far. So we go into the year, the offseason, with major need at the offensive line, okay? The play I saw from Cam Robinson made me want to vomit. Jack Conklin, hurt all the time, and quite frankly, not good last year. Guard play, up and down, old guys. Joel Bitonio, Wyatt Teller. Still no word on Bitonio yet. I'll have that detail for you pretty soon, I would imagine. And so there was a clear need. Ethan Pocic then at center tore his Achilles, missed the rest of the year, and he's a free agent. No word on him yet either. So what does Cleveland do? One, they go out and trade for Tytus Howard, only giving up a 5th-round pick to get a guy that they consider a starting offensive lineman, a guy that they extended and clearly shows you they believe in. Then they go and get Zion Johnson, 3-year deal, $49.5 million. A lot of people say it's a little bit expensive for Zion Johnson. It was just last year, 57 PFF grade overall. He played every single snap for that Chargers team, though. What was another problem for Cleveland this year? Injuries. Multiple injuries on the offensive line. Here's a durable, reliable starter on your offensive line. At only 26 years old, I think Cleveland really wanted him. That's why they went out and paid him all that much money. Then you make some moves like Quincy Williams. Great signing to replace Devin Bush. 2-year deal up to $17 million. I like him a lot. Reconnect him with defensive coordinator Mike Rutenberg, where he had his all-pro season back in New York. And then today, you also brought in another Jenkins. That is Tevin Jenkins re-signing with the Cleveland Browns. They believe in Tevin Jenkins. They think there's potential here to develop him a little bit more, and he actually had some okay PFF grades last year, did Tevin Jenkins. But now you might have Jenkins next to Jenkins. You got old Tevin, old Elgton Jenkins joining him. Age a concern? 30 years old for Elgton Jenkins. Definitely not going to be your long-term answer in the future. This means, just because we're making all these signings, guys, Cleveland's going to draft offensive linemen still. Don't you worry about that. They're going to bring in a couple rookies. Some of those rookies are going to be good enough to start. Others can sit behind experienced guys like Elgton Jenkins, maybe behind like Joel Bitonio if he's back there, okay? So I like how Cleveland is addressing this. It's the best you can, I think, given the circumstances, right? You couldn't compete with the Linderbaum market, probably not the Rasheed Walker market either. And so you're going to go out and sign just good, solid to okay players that will start and just make you competitive next year up front. You win football games in the trenches, and the fact that let's recap Cleveland's offensive line moves specifically here, okay? Titus Howard, Zion Johnson, Elgton Jenkins, Tevin Jenkins. Already they've made 4 offensive line moves, folks, in the offseason, all right? Now, there's still a notable hole at left tackle. DeJuan Jones got hurt last year, season-ending injury. I'm not in on DeJuan Jones being your starter when you start next year, okay? But I do think that some more context you guys should hear about for the injury that led to Elgton Jenkins getting a failed designation on his physical, because that is why he got released. It was because he failed his physical. He had a lower leg fracture, okay? I don't think the Packers were trying to release him, but a little bit older, got hurt last year. They had to let him go. And Cleveland's like, well, this guy would fill a hole for us. We could start him. We only have to pay him $12 million a year compared to what the market's getting, what Tyler Linderbaum just got. It's a good signing for the former 2-time Pro Bowler. Can we get him back to that form? That will be the question, folks. Also, news just came in that Caden Ellis is signing with the Saints. So, seemed like it could have been a good replacement for Devin Bush for the Browns. They go with Quincy Williams, who I love as well. That's some breaking news. That's why you hit the subscribe button, everybody. I got you covered. Shout out to everybody that just subscribed. We are so close to 73,000 subscribers, guys. Please. We're almost there. Quick math tells me we're 64 subscribers away. So hit the subscribe button for free. I appreciate you all so much for tuning into the Browns Report. I got you covered with all Browns breaking news. Shout out to you guys. Free agency continues, and I'll have you updated. Peace out. Let's go. Gage Kilborn. Let's go, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, it's at Sam. Highlight cut. Finished on live sub count. Boom! All right, guys. AFX said stay live forever. See, when we go live, stuff happens, guys. Caden Ellis just got signed. Do you think those are updated, the new signings that just all came in? AFX said the Cleveland Browns have signed producer Parker. Like the video, guys, if you're having fun. If you're a diehard Browns fan, this is why I knew we had to go live today. 2 moves, both on the offensive line, both named Jenkins. Welcome to Cleveland. Here we go, the newest ones. We got a punter trade that just happened. This just happened, guys. The Texans trading. What up, Jeremy? This is our Texans guy right here. Dude, Jeremy, let's go. What up, J Money?
What's up, buddy? How are we feeling?
We're feeling good. We just signed a former Pro Bowl center.
I wanted him.
You wanted him?
I don't know what your O-line situation is. Much better left guard than center. If y'all have a slot open at left guard, that's where I would want to play him if I was y'all.
Ooh, Elgton Jenkins? Yes. Ooh, interesting. Well, that's when he was Pro Bowler, right? We have a center hole, though. So I think they're going to try and plug him in there. Titus Howard will be in the mix, though. Shout out our Texans guy, Jeremy. What a legend. What a legend. He thinks we should play Jenkins at guard. What if we have Jenkins backing up Jenkins? Tevin Jenkins sits behind Elgton Jenkins? That could be something. Yeah, we need. I think we got Andre Schmidt back, AFX. They used one of their tenders on him.
Who's pumped up right now? Let's go.
Let's
We're
go.
making moves here.
Come on. Finally. We're doing stuff.
I pulled up the picture earlier of poking the guy who's not doing anything, and Andrew Berry heard us.
Yeah.
He heard us and he listened. But when you think about it, like, the Browns' biggest problem last year was a cruddy O-line, and all they've done is upgrade it.
Yes, sir. One
So
second.
to me, it feels like this is a major win. But I'm going to ask you guys the question.
Do it, Park.
Grade the signing. A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to be responding to comments.
Do we have
here.
one word? I feel like we did that already.
Yeah, we did the one word.
No, I don't think we did one word. We did the grade already.
We did it during the cut, but I'll put it again.
Cool.
Here it is. Grade the Elgton Jenkins. Wait, no, that's
No,
the one I just put. My bad, guys. My bad.
What's going on?
It's been a long day.
We're still getting grades, though.
Okay, here we go. What's your one-word
There we
reaction to the move?
Yeah, let's change it up. One word. Mark doesn't like it. Mark Hall says he's too old and injured. That's a fair concern. But Brownie's in the Bay's like, this is an A, baby. Kathy's in the middle. Everybody's split. Everybody's so split on every signing.
Yeah.
That's the nature of fandom and free agency.
No, I get it.
Oh, yeah.
Soup. What does that mean?
Huh?
AFX spamming soup.
Soup. That's your one word. All right. Alrighty. Let's go, folks. 2 Jenkins added to our offensive line. Let's go.
If you guys wanted to see the super chat menu for today, if you're new to the stream, $50 beer bong for Joey O.
I forgot I said I would do that.
Every $5, I'll do 20 push-ups.
Hell
$20
yeah.
to keep the stream going before we put this timer back up here again.
Well, we kept it going because of our boy in the chat.
Should I put the timer back up?
I think we're I would do like 5 minutes, yeah.
All right, 5-minute timer.
Wow, everybody. Boom. All right. That was a lot of fun.
All right, here we go, guys. 5-minute timer. If you want to keep it going, $20 super.
No, we got I think we might have to up the ante, Parker.
Got to up the ante?
We got to up the ante
What are we making it?
because we got a 20. That worked. That did. We got 120. So now it's like, okay, we
push
know
it
they
to-
got that in their bag.
Should we double it?
Yeah, you got to double it. Well, we got it's harder with the mobile, so we need a beer bong to keep this going.
We need a beer bong to keep the stream going.
We need a 50 to be able to continue live here today. All right, and I'm telling you guys, signings are going to happen. Signings are going to happen, so we can restart the timer to 5 minutes. And that's right, Jackson Finley says, if you send $100, the Browns will sign a wide receiver. I'm not kidding, guys. This stuff, you see what happens? The minute we got to 20, we stayed on, signed a former Pro Bowler on the offensive line. That's right, Tyler. All right, we're getting some more stats here on Elgton Jenkins.
All right, how does this look? $20, Joey O does push-ups. $50, reset the timer.
Yeah, sure. Sure. There you go. Or just keep the stream going, probably. Just like you had for the 20.
Okay.
Reek Woolen to the Eagles.
Ooh.
Reek Woolen to the Eagles, folks. Oh, Rich with the 20.
There it is.
Rich with the 20. Uh-oh.
That means Joey O push-ups.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, folks. We may not be getting off anytime soon. Might not be getting off anytime soon. So we need a 50 or someone's got to help out Rich with the 30. All right, Elgton Jenkins had a pass block win rate that would have ranked 17th for centers. Run block would have ranked 15th. He was a left guard in 2020 and a left guard in 2022. That's when he was Pro Bowler, both those years. Maybe we should play him at left guard. Maybe we should play him at left guard. Richard Granville with the 20. Shout out to you, my guy. All right. Do you know how to do the push-up cam?
I do not. How do you do the push-up cam?
All you got to do is flip your producer cam over to me. So, well, to the ground, I guess. Here, so take yourself out of program. Keep yourself on preview.
Okay.
We're going to help producer Parker introduce him to the push-up cam, everybody. I'm dropping down, giving you 20. Yo, AFX said, Time Man, drop something. And Time Man said, maybe someday. Time Man, hop in, man. You're one of the realest ones, dude. What a beast. Wow, Reek Woolen to the Eagles, though, dude. Time Man that day said, all right, now put your camera on preview so I can see what we're looking like here. Make sure we got the push-up cam. So click the eye. Yep, your producer cam. No, exactly like how you had it where you were going to me. Just like when you're about to come on screen, you know? Yeah, now flip your camera around. You can try to angle it towards, you know. Yeah, where I'm going to drop down and give you guys 20. Here we go. You could just hold it like that, actually. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Ready? All right, everybody. Can you see me? 20 push-ups. Let's get this workout. Ready? You able to count? Let's do it. Ready? Go. 20. Boom! Let's go, baby. Let's get that workout. It's free agency. Sign me to a deal, Cleveland. Shout out to Richard Granville for the $20 super chat. What a beast. What a beast. Let's go. You guys have been awesome today. This has been a lot of fun. See what's going on. Oh, looks like we're doing good with that Jenkins thing. So, shout out to you guys. I can't super probably the next Browns watch party. What? AFX? No, it's all good, man. AFX, you've been a party animal, dude. Appreciate you. You are an absolute beast. Absolute beast. Mark, I'll address this real quick one time, only for the diehard fans. Thank you, Vargon. But don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. I'm a Browns fan, but they want me to host the Cardinals channel too. So Browns are my team, but don't tell the Cardinals fans that. Okay? But my dad was born in Cleveland. I grew up a Browns fan, been a Browns fan my whole life.
Listen, guys.
They want me to do both channels now. It's a new channel.
Every host here at Chat Sports is required to do 2 channels.
Every host does 2 channels. PD wasn't even a Browns fan. He did Browns, Falcons, and Broncos.
So Joey O is the most diehard Browns fan I know.
That's
But
true.
He's also required to do Cardinals.
That's right. Give the diehards a little bit of an insight, but you can't tell anybody because I don't know if I'm supposed to tell anybody. But I'm a diehard Brownie, baby. That's why I drop in, do 20 push-ups for the dog pound. Hell yeah. Exactly. Jackson Finley knows. 3rd-generation Browns fan. That's cool. Born in Ohio.
Should we restart this timer?
Yeah, we'll count it down.
5 minutes?
5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. If we get a 50, we'll keep it going. Otherwise, we'll wrap up. But listen, moves happen, folks, while we're live. That's why I wanted to hang out with you guys today. 6:30 Eastern right now. We've been live for a couple hours. We've had 2 Jenkins already. Elgton Jenkins. Hey, what up, Be Like Peppa? That's right. Elgton Jenkins is a Brownie. Maybe we should play him at left guard, but we have the hole at center, so it's interesting.
AFX said, I want to do Jets report. Patrick, move on.
Ricky Klein said, somebody drop a 50. I want to see Joey O do a beer bong. They want me to drink again, folks. I can't believe it. The Eagles get Reek Woolen, man. 4 minutes to go. We'll keep it going for a 50, and I'll do a beer bong too. All right? But it's all good if not. 4 minutes left. We've had a fun time.
It's been a great stream.
A long stream party, which has been awesome. So, no worries there. Oh, shit. Did that video just go out? Looks like it did.
New video out, boys. Go run it up after done with the stream.
Brown sign. Cool. Hey, that addresses a big need, I'll tell you, though. We needed to bring an offensive lineman, right? And Cleveland is at least working to do that. They're not the best guys in the league. If they're bad next year, I will crash out on the watch party, as I'm known to do. But time will tell. It's the off season. It's the time for fans, to be optimistic until you see the team play. But one day we'll be back to the playoffs, just like we were in 2023, just like we were in 2020. I believe. Shout out my guy Sam Brown, even though he came in here and he was a Dylan Gabriel fan. He just helped us out big time getting that video on Elgton Jenkins. So, what AFX just said.
Sam's a W. Spam up W Sam.
You know what they spam on Raiders?
F Sam.
F Sam.
Why?
I don't know, it just became a thing.
I see.
Pro Bowl center / guard. All right, folks, I'm tweeting this out. Do you have my Twitter link accessible or no?
I can pop that L3.
Yeah, do that at least. Folks, I am tweeting it out, the new video. See, AFX knows. We're going to go live all week time, man. I would like to. It's up to them. I was able to finagle a deal that we could go live today because I wanted to do this for you guys. So I'm really glad we did. And we got 2 Jenkins signings because we went live, baby. So if you want the stream to keep going, we need a 50, and then I'll drink and I'll keep partying. But it's fine if we call it a day for today. We've had an absolute blast hanging out. Rich, I'm 52 years old, just retired at 51. Was in the dog pound during the drive. I need good news. Let's go, Rich, man. Hey, signed 2 offensive linemen today. I think you at least are working to fix your biggest need. What up, Sam? No. Thanks for that. Thank you. I just tweeted it. Appreciate you. 1 minute to go in the party, folks. Bro, that buzzer beater last time was crazy.
It was. The timer had already ran out. We were about to end this
Literally.
stream.
It had run out. We were about to go, and then boom, it happened.
It's a good thing he did so we could get that extra cut.
That's right. That's right. It was awesome. All right, folks. Merch one last time, too.
Yeah, let's rip merch.
Guys, this has been a lot of fun. All right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. We're almost done here. But this has been a good time. I'm really glad
Before we
did
go,
this.
guys, check out this merch. We got Browns Report merch.
Oh, yeah. We got new shirts for the real ones, baby. Chatsports.com/Browns Report.
Also got the drinking team tees.
Get these for St. Patrick's Day.
These are
Cleveland.
super fresh. You don't want to get pinched.
Here we go. I'm put all these links in the chat, guys, so that you can party hard and rep the dog pound. I really do love everybody in this community. So if you want to be a real one that reps the Browns Report, we got new shirts here. We also got the drinking team, green looking. Join it for St. Patrick's Day to party hard, have some fun. Both links are in the chat right now. Chatsports.com/Browns Green for the shirt. Pair of beers hat with it. Chatsports.com/beers. And get your merch for the Browns Report. You take your pick. Okay? It's all in our collection. Chatsports.com/Browns Report. Honestly, I think if you just go to chatsports.com/Browns, you can find all three. So do that too.
That's going to do it.
The buzzer has sounded, though, folks. We could keep looking at free agent targets. We could keep looking. Oh, my gosh, more moves coming in. The Bears just made another signing. But I think, folks, no buzzer beating 50, but shout out to my guy, Rich, who sent in that 20. Good times today. Folks, Apex said, let's do a mailbag. Maybe this week, maybe tomorrow. If I can go live tomorrow. I don't know if they'll. I don't know. You know what? I might be on Maine tomorrow. We'll see. But if there's a stream tomorrow, I hope to see all of you there. That will do it for today, folks. This has been an absolute blast. No buzzer beater this time. That is cool. We've had a lot of fun. We've partied hard today. We made 2 big signings. Going live is good luck. I want to do this more. Okay? So shout out to you guys. Jackson, do you have a schedule? Do you have a schedule for live? I only know that I consistently go live Wednesdays at like 4 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Eastern. Other than that, it's sporadic. Or whenever there's breaking news that's really big, I always go live. So stay tuned. Hopefully I go tomorrow or later this week, but we'll see you guys. Definitely every Wednesday after this week. So don't miss out. Appreciate you guys all hanging out with us. This has been so much fun. Let's go, Brownies. Yes, sir, Ricky Klein. Appreciate you too, man. It's been a lot of fun. Always want to go to work for the dog pound, man. So next time we get a move, I'll shout you guys out. I'll give you guys another video. To Jenkins, to the offensive line. There we go, Brownies. Appreciate you all. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time on the Browns Report.